What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's up? What's up? I'm hanging out with you guys today. Got a little bit of lint on my shirt. Got a little bit of lint. What's going on, everybody? Bear with me. I want to join the chat too and say what's up.
There are a lot of credit score models out there.
That's not going to work out. So good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Let's wait till a few of you guys come in, and we can say what's up. It's afternoon. What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, everybody. Just want to wait till a few of you guys get into the chat. But what's going on, Cream? What's going on, Chic? What's going on, Chris? What's up? Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, depending on where you're at. Probably good afternoon for everybody, but you know what I'm talking about. But before you guys start asking me a bunch of questions, I just wanted to get a few of you guys in the chat, and we're gonna talk about today's title. Today's title is Road to 25K. So, yes, guys, currently I'm right around 23,500-ish subscribers. So I'm about 1,500 away. And what I want to do is, guess what? I want to hit 25K by August 1st. If you guys have been watching this channel for a while, what you would know is, well, bear with me, guys. I wonder what's going on here. This live chat's supposed to be popped up on here over here, but it's not popping up. So I'm gonna have to answer all the questions on this. I guess something's wrong with my computer live screen. Anyway, but yeah, before you guys get into all the questions, if you are new to this channel, I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with me. Definitely check out some of my old content. If you do like that content, watch some more. Also, on top of that, for some of my older cats that have been here for quite a while, we're about to hit 25K subscribers. Now, you already know that right around last year, this time, I was under 10,000, and I did a road to 10K pretty much video. So I hit 10,000 subscribers by August 1st of last year. So we're on the road of hitting pretty much 15,000 subscribers in 12 months. That's probably an average right around 1,100, 1,200 a month of subscribers. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. But I really want to hit this 25K subscribers by August 1st. So this is going to be hard because we have to at least get 1,400 subscribers. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I'm going to do this month, from maybe meets, maybe a barbecue, maybe a few race videos, something just to get the channel up and, hit the ground running, if you know what I mean. But before you guys start asking me a bunch of questions, once again, I just want to say thank you guys so much. But anyways, let's go to the chat. And during this video, I'm going to just be saying that over and over that I'm trying to hit 25K. I want you guys to like, subscribe, watch the videos from the start to the finish. But anyways, what's going on, everybody in the chat? What's up? Okay, so I'm not going to shout out everybody, but I'm just going to get to the questions because questions are the most important thing. What's good, fam? Just dropped a Q60 split of a video, fam. Oh, look, it probably definitely looks good. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, man, how are you? How are you? Hope you're doing good, and you will get a share. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, Haji. Appreciate that. Okay, cool. Good to hear. New viewer. Thank you, Kevin. Yo, what's boost? Okay, it's VR30. Okay, that's your screen name, VZ. That's VR30. Have you heard about the solid transmission mount? Yeah, the solid transmission's out there. I don't Z1 Motorsports make one also for our car. I swear they do. But yeah, there's a solid transmission mount for our car. I believe it's supposed to be like $200. A guy from maybe Maryland or Virginia is making it. But I don't really know what it's about. It might shake a lot, I would assume, because it's solid. I would rather just have a upgraded polyurethane one, but that's just my opinion. Okay, Guts. Boost, is it true or not that you hate your Q50? Chris, of course I don't hate my Q50. Who said I hate my Q50? I probably made a video on stuff that I hate or dislike about it, but I don't hate my Q50. I love it. I love it. Anything with your partner in Austin? My friend, he doesn't live in Austin. He actually lives in Dallas. Enthusiast POV. And if any of you guys watch Enthusiast POV's channel, yeah, he's actually moving from Texas. So he's going to be working for Z1 Motorsports now in Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah, he was in Texas for a few months, but now he's going to be in Georgia. So definitely check out his channel. Let me see. Yo, dope man. Give me a second, guys. Anything important? Okay, you're dope, man. Keep up. Thank you, Chris. I think the Versa is best Infiniti product. What? Chris, you just trolling, man. But good afternoon and good morning, man. Yo, appreciate you taking the time. Yeah, Jacob, I literally watched 60% of your videos from start to finish. I appreciate that, Lyric. I'm joking. Chris, I know you had to be joking, man. I know you're just trolling early. Some people just not eating their bacon, egg, and cheese. If you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. I saw your video on the coilovers, waiting to get mine in 2 weeks, and never installed suspension. Any tips for me going into it? At Evan, I don't know if you're mechanically inclined. No disrespect by this, but I don't know if you're mechanically inclined. If you never really installed or worked on cars before like that, at least on your car where you got some wrench time, I would recommend just taking it to a shop. At least they'll get it in and out quickly rather than you running into issues. But if you do know how to change out suspension, one is patience. Number two, work safe. I'm being straight up with you guys. Just don't have a jack. You need a jack and a jack stand. And I would say have maybe a few deep sockets, because some of them, like the sway bar link, may need to come off depending on if you have an all-wheel drive. You do need to take off like the rear seat if you put in the rear coilovers on your Q50. That's pretty annoying. Otherwise than that, it wasn't too hard. You know, just make sure you preload the springs too. Add some tension when you install. Well, first thing, make sure everything's the same height, the coilovers. Two, make sure that you add some preload. This is when you tighten the collars up, that it actually presses against the spring. Some people install the coilovers and then they blow their shocks out because they didn't do that. So that's really it. I mean, just take your time and have some patience, bro. Don't rush it. It all can be done with just basic hand tools, but electric guns do make it easier, and air guns definitely make it easier. That's a good question. 1 second, guys. Whoa, questions just coming in. So I got about 40 of you guys in the chat, so I'm gonna have to say this again. This video is mainly called Road to 25K. If you guys don't know right now, I'm right around 23,500 subscribers. Last year, this time, I was right around 9,000. So I did an extra push to hit 10,000 last year as of August 1st. And August 1st is coming up in a month, and I'm pushing to hit 25K. So guys, please, to help out the channel, share the videos if you can. Hit the like button. Watch the videos from the start to the finish. I'm just very appreciative of you guys sitting here hanging out, rocking with me. That last video I put up, now that you guys watch, I was talking about just maybe I should get a wrap for the car. It was more vlog style, and I actually had Monta fame in it for a little bit. I know it wasn't much Q50 thing, but even then, I know you guys may not be into the videos, but doesn't mean that the content's not good, you know? So I just would appreciate if you guys actually just watch everyone if you can. But thank you guys. Let's continue. Okay, so video. Okay, I'm looking to buy my Red Sport. I'm looking to buy a Red Sport. Where do you think? Kieran, I don't know what you mean. Where? If you want to really get one, I would recommend try to get one in a lower state. But usually, because you don't have as much snow and salt from the colder temperature, but you're probably gonna have a less likely chance of getting an all-wheel drive. So it's up to you. I was looking for a car to buy and came across your videos and inspired me to buy a Q50. Chris, I appreciate that, man. I'm always going to sit there and say, just look around and see what other cars are competitive. The Q50 is a good car, but it may not check off all the boxes that you want. I have some people who own Kia Stingers. Kia Stingers are just more versatile. You know what I'm saying? There's different platforms out there that are right around the same price range if you're buying it new. Leasing wise, Q50s are pretty cheap. They're pretty cheap. And on the used market, Q50s are pretty cheap. So it's up to you, man. Should I buy a used Q50 premium with 30K on it? Why not? Why not? 30K. Just gotta find Brody. Just make sure you get it for a good price. That's my recommendation. Just try to get it for a good price, a bottom price, not when it's really highly inflated, because the car used market right now is gonna keep going down, down, down. A lot of cars are literally just sitting on lots, rotten, because not a lot of people are buying cars, and people are keeping a lot of money in their pockets now. I'm thinking about trading my Q50 for a 340i. Noir, at pictures, Noir pictures. If you want to, then that's up to you, man. At the end of the day, 340i is a good car too. It's very comparable to us. Our cars are a little lighter. It is the better name, better transmission, and better motor in the sense of just how it's just designed. So I don't see why not. It could be done. I don't see it as an issue. What you sipping on, Boost? Oh, this is just iced tea. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not doing that. Nah, it's just. It's just some iced tea. Seriously, it's really just iced tea. Any tips on the first mod you should do for your Q50? At Chris, it depends on if you have a 3.0T or 3.7. If it's a 3.0T, the first modification I would say is mega and lower downpipes. They're the most affordable. But the second modification I recommend is a heat exchanger install. Other people say do the heat exchanger first, but I'm the type of guy that likes you to buy something and you actually feel the difference. So that's why I'm saying mega lower downpipes first, then heat exchanger. 3.7 guys, first modification, just aim for test pipes or high flow cats or high flow cats. I think that's the first modification you should do to that car, other than maintenance, because it's probably an older car and maintenance wasn't done to it. Hi Kyle, I hope the Infiniti continues making great cars. I keep reading about people saying that they're done, and I would hope not to love my Q50. What do you think, Goose? What I would say is Infinitis are pretty good, dope cars. They're pretty nice. People are leaving because other competitors just offer more. The tech is just better. Our tech just now got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in 2020. Think about that. Like, that is actually very important. Same thing. Other auto manufacturers offer you better styling from on the inside. I think Q50s are good looking cars. I just think the interior could just be nicer, if you know what I mean. At least just more up to date. The car's been out for 6-7 years and technically looks exactly the same on the inside. Just saying. That's pretty much what I got for that. Not all jokes aside though, but content fire. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. I'm finna get a 2012 G37 sedan for my first car. So Matt Levy, I recommend trying to get a 2014 G37. Reason being is 2012, 2013 is right around when they changed the gallery gasket on the VQ motors. Just know that if you get an earlier model VQ37 and a G37, you could run into a gallery gasket issue. This is when they're gonna have to either pull the motor out or take out the whole front end just to change this gasket that's giving you oil pressure issues, which could lead you to blow your motor. So try to get 2012, 2013. I recommend just aiming for 2013 so that you kind of miss that time slot. Ideal, thinking about getting a 2014 TSX as a daily. What do you think? Get a 6-speed manual. I know the TSX, they have a 6-speed manual. If you do drive stick, get that car. I believe it's really lightweight and full bow tone with a tune. Well, better than Maximas. This is when I used to have a Maxima and I raced the TSX. I have some old videos. I don't think even on my channel anymore. But that's what I would recommend. Getting a 6-speed manual. Those cars, those is a K24 with bow tones and a tune. They're pretty quick and they're pretty lightweight too. Hype. Okay, cool. Yeah, overdrive, mechanically inclined. Okay, that's what Evan's talking about, changing the coilovers. Let me just go through the questions a little quicker, guys, so bear with me. I've been using my Q60 as a daily and finally want to start doing my JV4 in particular. I've been using 89 for a while. Wow, Jacob, you've been rocking 89 fuel. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Will it make a difference if I install JV from fuel wires and start using 93? 100%. Yes, you don't have to use the fuel wires if you. I don't really recommend using fuel wires. That is something for the racetrack, like drag strip or road racing. Otherwise than that, fuel wires don't do anything for daily driving. But yes, 93 fuel, you'll get a bump in power because 93 fuel is a better octane fuel. Stop putting 89 in the car unless it's a lease. If it's a lease, I understand. But if it ain't a lease, stop doing that to your car. It's not right. All right? Evan. Okay, cool. Chris, when I use power shifters on my 2015, there seems to be either some play or a little lag upshifting. Yes, you are right. There is, Chris is right. There is some lag with power shifting. It's not a lightning fast, like the little slapstick, your gear stick is actually faster. So, but the paddle shifter does have some lag. And from what I know, there's really no way to alleviate it. It's just the way it's designed, unless, and you guys are electrical engineering, could probably up the signal strength or whatever it is to make it seem like it's shape shifting quicker. But there will be lag with the transmission too. Always remember that. Sims, I've gotten the JB4 downpipes resonate lead. Do you recommend cold air intake and blower valve? Car sounds great. Been grilling plenty V8s. Still haven't hooked the fuel wires up. How much power would I be putting out? JB4 is only going to give you right around 400 to 420 wheel horsepower. That's between the 3.0T versions and the Red Sport versions. That's mainly it. So that's probably what, 450, 460 horsepower to the crank. That's mainly it. Blow valves is just to alleviate the excess PSI, and the cold air intake I'm only going to recommend AMSs. That's it. So I don't really know how much power you're going to gain about that, but I know most people are right around 400 wheel, depending on what map or settings they use, to 420, 430 wheel, depending on their settings for the Red Sport. Same thing for the 3.0Ts. Hey Chris, okay, cool, blah blah blah, strut bar. Okay, bro, I got a 2050 Q50 3.0 Luxe so far, making lower downpipes, CATBACK exhaust, coilovers, BC racing, sway bar, strut bar. What do you think I should upgrade next? Well, I see you got coilovers. Get a good wheel and tire set. That's what I would recommend. Get a good set of wheels and tires. That's going to change the handling even more and change the appearance of the car because you already got coilovers. Sound like you did everything else. Invest in the wheels and tires. You can really love the car. Yeah, I'm turning in my Q60 Sport in for an M30, M340, or an X4. Okay, do you think about that? Well, Chris, thank you for commenting. I don't know which Q60 you have. I assume that you have this current year of this current body style Q60. What I would say is it's up to you because you said you want an X4. I mean, if you get an X4, that means you wanted a crossover. So that means you have to just move over to more storage space. The M340 is really good, but I would probably recommend the M440. Or if you want, my boy Winner might be watching. Look and see if you can get a X3M. Look into those cars. The regular X3Ms are right around $700-800 a month, and they're really fast. Just out the hole, they're really fast. That's the motor that's supposed to be going into the new M3. So look into that if you want to get like a crossover. The M340 is really nice, but I don't know if you want an X4M. That's just more space. So that's my recommendation. Resume back. Okay, cool. Come to the New Age Powder Corner and get your car wrapped. At Brody, you said come to New Age Powder Coating to get your car wrapped. I don't know where that is. Oh, you just said it. It's located in Sewell, New Jersey. All right, Brody, if you can, just send me a message on IG or Facebook at boostinmotion or boostinmotion@gmail.com. I don't know if you're the owner of that shop or anything like that, but if I'm gonna spend any type of money, I need to get some kind of money, some kind of discount. And you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff ain't cheap. Anyways, but I appreciate that, man. Airplanes retracted his message. School me, bro. I'm listening. Okay, I think I schooled Sims already. All right, so yeah, I just broke it down for Sims already. Okay, cool. What up, Boost? How much horsepower and torque you think our car's transmission can take? Well, at Garcia, at the current moment, everyone that has high horsepower VR30s are right under 600 pounds of torque, and that's what all the tuners are stating. So if the tuners are saying under 600 pounds of torque, that's where it's at. They don't know much upstairs yet. So, and plus there's no TCM tuning yet either. Okay, cool. If I just bought upgraded turbos and installed them on my Q60 with OEM parts and ECU program, would I gain any power? 100%, yes. They flow about 20 to 30% better. So yeah, you will gain power based on getting retuned. You just can't slap them on and just think you gain power. No, you have to be retuned for it. But yes, you'll gain power. Okay, do you think the Q60 project, wait, did I skip a question? Okay, yeah, projects will ever come, and if so, the price range. No, I don't think the Q60 Black S will never come because Infiniti doesn't have the money to risk throwing that car out there and no one buys it. I would see them probably putting that technology into the GTR. Yes, I would see them do that to the GTR. So just imagine them having that technology in the VR38. That car would be insane. It will be pretty much a Porsche 918 and better, pretty much. But I don't see them even doing that either because in a new Nissan commercial, there was no GTR, which was surprising. There was just 300, the Z, but there was no GTR in a new Nissan commercial. So, but if they did come out with the Project Black S, they'll probably make it like a 100K car because they would want it to be a M4 competitor. So it'll probably be right around 80, about 90 to 80 to 100K. I would assume there, but it has to be stomping the competition. That's it. No one's gonna want to buy that car for more money than the M4, especially knowing that the M4 is coming out. It's gonna be dope, and it gotta compete. So I don't see that happening. Answering, you need a tune upgraded. Thank you, Stinky, for answering questions. Are you going to with an E85 tune? Well, at this current moment, Rogers, with the second car, hopefully I get it soon. Still waiting, still looking, doing my searching. Thank you to everyone who's sending me links on my Instagram for people who live close. But people want too much money for their G37 coupes, guys. I'm not giving you $10,000 for your 2008 G37. I know some of you guys watching. You're like, but Boost, that's how much it's worth. No, man, I'm not spending $10,000 on a stock G37 as a private sale. I'm just not doing it. That car should be no more than 7,000 miles, $7,000 when it has over 120,000 miles, including knowing that it has a gallery gasket issue. It's going to get a gallery gasket issue. So I just know that that expense is going to happen if I get a 2008. But anyways, that was just me ranting a little bit. But the E85 tune would happen. A few things would happen. One, I have a second car. Two, Nordstrom Energy brings out their injectors, the upgraded injectors, and they're working good. But necessarily, it's just having a second car, because my Q50 is my daily driver, and if I'm gonna start running on the 85, people start running to injector issues ever so often. So I want to be able to know that I can just change the injector when it goes bad and keep going, if you know what I mean. Having one car down waiting for injector just takes too long and pricey too. So necessarily, I'm just waiting for upgraded injectors, and that's pretty much it. So give me a second, guys. Terry, eventually. All right, cool. Speaking of CarPlay, is there a good aftermarket solution for 2017 Q60 for CarPlay? Yes, Albert, there's a few. You can definitely join the Q50 Q60 forum on Facebook. There's 1 or 2 sellers in there that are selling these aftermarket units that are really good, and they pretty much just they don't replace the whole thing, but you know, there's a modules that just plug in and you can use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and they're like $300-400. So I don't have it, but definitely check the Q50 Q60 group on Facebook. The biggest one, there's sellers are there that are in there. Okay, thanks, bro. Oh boy, I can't hear the 89. Okay, I gotta speed up with these questions. Thanks, Boost. I have a 2018 Maxima. I want a. Okay, I guess you want a Q50. What year do you recommend? At rush hour, to be honest, I don't know if you want speed. If you want speed, it's 2016 and up, because you're gonna modify it and make it quicker. But if you want the best reliability, 2015. That's the one with the 3.7. That's it. At least you know you could change the bumpers to the 2018s and look like even a newer Q50 if you want. But I would recommend those are my 2 different cars I would recommend. G's are 2018. Thanks. Why you handed out all of that BS information? You have little to no idea what you're talking about. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that, man. I guess you're talking about me. Would installing blower valves on a 3-point void your warranty? Albert, if you leave it there, leave it in, and let's say something happens to your car, then hey, it is what it is. Like, they could be like, hey, listen, man, no blower valves, blow those turbos, which doesn't make sense. But they can sit there and say that. So, but every dealership is different, depends on when it comes to modifications. But as I said it in some of my previous videos all the time, if you have a partner, and if you cheated on your partner, would you come home with the used condom? No, you wouldn't, right? Thank you. Chris, should I buy an AMS heat exchanger or burger tuning? AMS heat exchanger is better in the sense of capacity and the surface area. So yes, I would recommend the AMS heat exchanger, but I've also sat there and stated that Mishimoto is right around the same size as the AMS version, and it's about $200 to $300 cheaper. So if you want to look into the Mishimoto version, you can do so also. Okay. Also, I was thinking about leaving the OEM takes since they produce. Yeah, you can leave the OEM takes. People have stated that the OEM takes perform just as good as all the aftermarket, or well, better than all the aftermarket units. AMS is the only one that's either in line or better than OEM units. Okay, I got a discount. Do you have a trans we can swap out for the stock one and want to push 700? Well, at Garcia, you can check out Texas Boost Life. What he did is swap the transmission out and put in a freaking 6-speed manual. That's what he did, because he needed to put the power down. We don't know the limits of the stock transmission, but all the tuners are stating right around 600 pounds of torque. So the transmission is right around where it's at for now. So no one's really has an 800 wheel VR30 on stock trans. So that's where it is at the current moment. Okay, I got you on discount. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Well, sorry I'm late. What's going on, James? Best high flow cats for the Q37. I actually don't know that answer. At the best high flow cats, I wouldn't know. What I would say is look at the cell count. Every high flow cat has a cell count. Usually the number depends on how thick the cells are. Usually when it has less cells, it flows a lot better. And when it has more cells, it flows a lot less. But both ways, they'll probably be better than the stock cat. So just look into that versus price and what you can afford. That's what I can say on video. The new M3, M4 ugly? Yes, the grill is disgusting. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm watching your videos and just realized you're live. Keep it up, bro. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate that. What's going on, Bradford White? Check out Bradford White's channel. He's a fellow Ultima enthusiast, keeping the Nissan Infiniti family. If anyone listens to this dude, you're gonna regret it. Absolutely clueless. Yo, if anybody wants to come at Thomas, definitely come at him. But much love, Thomas. If you're watching my videos, you must enjoy watching it. And thank you for hanging there with talk with me, man. I much appreciate it. If you do live in New York City area and you want to race me too on the racetrack or in the street, we can do that too. Because I'm from Brooklyn, but I have much love and respect to anyone who comes and watch my videos. Much love and respect, brother. Anyways, I'm all over, offer up daily. Yeah, deals come and go, gonna be fast, under 5K. Yeah, Boost, do you have any experience with being sponsored? I've been getting some looks and wanted some insight. Well, at Guts, what I would sit there and say is, being sponsored by different companies, what you would do is just you have to hit them up. Just say, hey, listen, I'm not trying to get anything for free, but I do have this following, or I wanted to review your product. And most of them, depending on the size of the company, they'll do it. They'll consider it. So one of my sponsors was Burger Tuning Motorsports. They gave me the heat exchanger for about half off. Pedal Commander, Mat Metrics, the card mats that I had. The Killer Chiller is actually going to be sponsored too. So that one's going to be a partial sponsorship too. And the RT Turbos aren't sponsored, even though he did give me a slight discount. I'm not sponsored with RT Turbos, RT Tuning necessarily. But yeah, just hit him up and ask. Same thing for Mishimoto. I hit up Mishimoto, and they only wanted to offer me about 11% off the heat exchanger, which is pretty much like a Black Friday sale. And I said, no, I turned it down because I know you guys care about what I say and what I recommend. And to give me 11% off a product is ridiculous when you guys are going to probably go out there and buy these units like crazy. So, yeah, that's my recommendation. Off topic. What do you think about the Revlon AXLEBACK Delete? Well, as Simon, I've had it on my car. Well, I've sold it recently, like a year, about a month ago. It was really affordable. It's pretty much a Tanambi knockoff. Sounds really good. The fitment on one of the what do you call it? Muffler tips was slightly off, so I did have to have it cut. You could check one of my videos about it where they had to cut it a little bit to straighten it out. But otherwise than that, it's really affordable and it sounds really good. Okay, Thomas, enlighten us. Okay, Thomas, enlighten us, please. What's he's wrong about? Stock 3.7 Q50 versus 3.0 T. Who would win, Boost? Both stock for stock, the 3.7 should win. 3.0 T. It should definitely win because the 3.0 T is going to start heat soaking, and 3.7 is not going to heat soak. Not like the 3.0 T. What to buy from beginner getting into a Q50S at Roberto? 3.7 or 3.5? I'll catch up to you a little later on that one. 3.7 Q50. Okay, cool. What's good? 2016 3.0 T. I have a loud squeak most of the time when the car is downshift, so going drives in reverse, what it could be. Transmission feels smooth. The squeak is coming from look into it. But the squeak is probably coming from your serpentine belt. This is a very common issue on the VR30 where the serpentine belt starts to squeal and squeak and right around 2,000 to 4,000 RPM. Depends on your mileage, but just change it. I mean, if you have a warranty, you could take it in for that. But it's about a $60 to $70 part. It's just a serpentine belt. If you don't change it and it keeps squeaking more and more, sometimes it pops. And it's a pretty common problem. And it's going to leave you stranded. So I recommend just change it out. It's an easy thing to do if you do turn your own wrench and call it a day. And if you want to know if it is coming from there too, what you can do is turn the car on, let it run, get like a glass of water or a bottle of water. And I don't want you to pour it, but just spray it or drip it on the belt while it's spinning and have someone maybe rev it and see if the squealing goes away. If the squealing goes away, then you know it's most definitely the belt. Okay, quietest high flow catback. High flow catback. I wouldn't know at Vital. I wouldn't know what's the quietest high flow catback. I wouldn't know other than stock. I really wouldn't know. So just do your due diligence. Look on YouTube and see what you can find. What's going on, Anthony? What did you do to Thomas? He big mad. I didn't do nothing to Thomas. I don't even know who Thomas is, but much love and respect to the dude. What's the stock sell count? What's the stock? I have no idea, Sean. Sean, I don't have that answer. I'm sorry. I wouldn't know the stock sell count, but it's probably good enough that it has to go on the car from the factory, though. Very restrictive. James, okay, what would you pay for a used 2060 Q60 with 40K? I want to get an overdrive soon. I like how you handle haters, but we all know he wants to see you race. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It depends on what year Q60, sir. And if you're talking about the VR30 Q60, if it's like the 2017 early model 40K, that's probably, it's a regular premium. Like I would assume like kind of the base. I've seen those cars right around 25K already with that type of mileage, which sucks because they're losing a lot of depreciation. If it is a 3.0T Sport, you're pushing like 30, 35K for the 2017 and up. So that's my recommendation, 25K and up. Chris, how has your zeros got quicker with the pedal? Chris, no, pedal commander doesn't make your car quicker 0 to 60s. From what everyone's testing does, including my own testing, it just makes your reaction a little bit quicker. That's it, but that doesn't change your 0 to 60. It just allows you to have more pedal sensitivity, so the car just reacts a little bit better. It's much better for the 3.7 than I would say the 3.0T though, because the 3.7 has pretty lazy pedal already from factory. Probably some kid that likes 392s but can't afford an STX. Listen, I think we said James or whoever it was. I'm not gonna worry about him, man. But I love 392s. I actually love 392s, and I love Mopars. Anyone that watching, always know that I like Mopars. It's just that at the end of the day, this is just car life. We're always gonna bump into each other. We're always gonna talk shit. It is what it is. Come on, let's go. Don't you guys like going to car meets and seeing other cars other than your car, right? Come on, man. People, man. But anyways, SXT though. Rush hour. When are you coming back to ATL? Rush hour, to be quite honest. This is iced tea, guys. I don't drink liquor at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna probably try to come to Atlanta very soon, because if you guys don't already know, Enthusiast POV is moving to Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, and he's moving to Atlanta, Georgia. He's in Texas right now, Dallas, Texas, but he's moving to Atlanta, Georgia really soon. And that's my boy. That's my friend. And we've been rocking with each other. So I'm definitely gonna go visit him. So I'm probably gonna come to ATL really soon. And if I'm coming, that means I'm definitely gonna give you guys a shout out. He's gonna give everyone a shout out. And we're probably gonna have a huge meet in Atlanta, Georgia. So hopefully whenever this comes up, you guys watch the airways. We're probably gonna have a huge meet. And he works for, guess what? Z1 Motorsports. So we're gonna have somebody part of the Z1 Motorsports team that's an Infiniti enthusiast too. This is gonna be great. Looks like my last question didn't show. Sorry, Ethan. Do you deal with audio upgrades? Can't find a good remote hookup for my amp. Evan, no, I don't. I actually do not. I'm not really into audio anymore. I was doing that in my Maxima days, but as of right now, I'm clueless when it comes to audio equipment. Clueless at this point. I would love to get into audio for this car, but I don't really want to add much weight. If I did, I'd probably like a 12 back there on like maybe one of the shallow 12 or something like that, or maybe into the corner. And that's it. And I'll just have it just for bass. But then, knowing me, I need a separate amp for the door speakers and tweeters, because I need it to be clear. I need my mids to sound good too. My highs, I don't really care about highs that much. Mids are pretty good for me. But okay, go fly, hook up, stop amp. Okay, and block the train. Okay, yeah. I won't be able to tell you that, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate Raphael. All right, currently, STILLEN has on their website the intake and gives 400 wheel horsepower. They have the dynos to prove it. How legit you think this is? At Garcia, I actually don't know how they actually tested this stuff. I don't think they put it on a stock car and just floor it. I don't see how that would give 400 and some 44 wheel horsepower. What I would assume is they had a tuned car, a tuned VR30, and then that was on stock everything, and then they put on their intake and their CATBACK exhaust, and then they pretty much retuned it, and they got probably 44 wheel horsepower, which is probably true. That's a lot more believable, because the stock exhaust is so restrictive compared to their aftermarket exhaust and intake. King, I'm in Brooklyn too, and trying to get a 20 Q50 2025. Wait, what? 2025 3.7 today. Where should I go? I wouldn't know, bro. There's a lot of 2015. I would assume if you said 3.7, are you saying 3.7? I would assume 2015, not 2025. But just definitely look around. Start on Facebook marketplaces. What I realize, a lot of dealers use Facebook marketplace now because it's free advertising to put up there and has way more traffic. See if they're selling anyone locally within Brooklyn or Queens or even Connecticut area. That's my best recommendation. Recently bought a JB4 and also going to purchase the Rev 9 monthly delete as well. As far as what you said, though, I ended up having the same issue with the fitting. Yeah. I mean, is it bad to just leave it? I mean, you mean like leave the fitment of the Rev 9 muffler? I mean, it's gonna just be offset. I'm kind of, so I have a lot of OCD, so I had to cut it and trim it so it'll fit perfectly. But I ended up selling it anyway because I needed some cash. You know, I'm cash strapped. But I still have the stock YPIPE and MIDPIPE on with the stock muffler, which is pretty fun, and it's a lot more quieter now. I'm an older dude, so a lot have changed with me in the last few years. I installed the Fast Intentions caddy, and it sounds pretty good. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I want to speed up with these questions. Well worth the wait. Can the squeak come from the transmission or diff? Nah, you're not going to get no squeak from the diff. You're not going to get no squeak from the transmission. No. If you're getting an intermediate squeak and it's going up and down, and it's a pretty common issue in the VR30, and it's because it's probably the serpentine belt. Test it out. Get a cup of water or about spray bottle. Kind of spray it on the belt while the car is running, and then rev it and see if the noise goes away. Or no, I won't say drench it, but that's a good way to know a telltale sign. Or just change it. It's a $60-$70 part. It takes about 15-20 minutes to change on a cold engine, not a hot engine. Bear with me, guys. I would show up for that along. Okay, cool. Well, I would hope there's some racing involved. Definitely. How are the cooling parts working for you? At Garcia, perfectly fine. I noticed that I have way more consistent coolant temperature. The pump goes into the heat exchangers, right? Because I have the OEM heat exchanger and I have the Burger tuning. So it does one pass in the OEM, second pass in the Burger tuning. Then it goes to the tank, the fender tank, and then that fender tank has to push all the way up into the two intercoolers that sit on top of the motor. So I have about all that amount of coolant to keep cool until it finally starts really heating up, if you know what I mean. But it's really good. But I'm looking to get a killer chiller. Well, I have one. I just have to looking to get it installed. But once that gets installed, I shouldn't even have to worry about heat soaking anymore. AL come to ATL. Yes sir. You're gonna wait. Yeah, okay. STILLEN 3. Okay, STILLEN Gen 3 for G is the best horsepower of all it takes. At G37S, to be honest, I gotta shout out Monsef here in this video. If you already know him, Monsef is from Admin Tuning, and he makes his intakes. They're actually proven to gain good wheel horsepower. Stillens and Takedas, those ones. As he stated, he said they really don't gain much more wheel horsepower over the stock air intake. I still recommend the Takedas and the Stillens, but I actually really like his intakes the best because they just designed better. It's a really quality product, and you gotta support small business. So I would say recommend looking into Admin Tuning's intakes. Well, I would assume for the G37. I have Stilllen. Okay, big difference. Yeah, it does have a big difference. I had Takedas on my G35X. That was a 2007. Okay, cool. 2016, man. Okay, cool. Apples. Okay, yeah. Different transmission with wine, belt squeak on saying what up, and you're too quiet as fuck. Sleepless nights. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Saying what up, man. Yo, you should have moved to Florida. You're going to heat soak, rear around, but you'll have fun. Florida's dope, man. I love Florida, definitely. But you guys have that. You know what? I don't want to be oblivious to what's going on in the world right now. I don't know where you guys are staying at right now, but if your state COVID cases are going up, man, y'all guys need to be careful. I'm over here in Brooklyn, New York. We had some of the highest cases probably in the world in just the city. So it's no joke, guys. I've seen a lot of dead people getting put into frozen trucks, freezer trucks. This is not a joke. So some of you guys states now are having an increase. Just be careful when you guys go out there, man. Don't give people handshakes. I know we don't want to disrespect each other, but yo, just that's it, though. Be careful, man. Be careful where you put your hands and what you touch. If you can open the door with your shoulder rather than your hand, do it. I'm telling you, it's not a joke. And you guys don't want to get locked down. We got locked down for 3 months, but at least we get opened up in the summer. You guys would hate to get locked down in the summer. It ain't gonna be nothing to do other than bounce a ball and race, which isn't bad. Racing is pretty good. So just be careful. And then for any of you guys who have lost anybody, I'm sorry. And I hope that you get past it and work past it. I've lost loved ones too, and it ain't easy. It comes a day at a time, But let's continue with these questions. Okay, so okay, have you heard Fast Intentions non-resonated with sport mufflers? I want to get that with AMS lower downpipe. Carlos, no, I actually haven't. Well, I think I have non-resonated with sport mufflers. No, I haven't. No, I haven't heard that on the VR30. No, I haven't. Update on the turbos upgrade. Right now, the turbos are sitting over there in the corner behind this camera, and no, I'm not in a rush to do any of this right now. Summertime, we're just now opening back up. I still want the second car. I don't really have that much downtime to get the stuff done, and I'm not at this point. I'm just not really in a rush for it. Like, I believe in patience, and I would love to get it done, but it just doesn't feel right yet. It's weird. It just doesn't feel right. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel right. But I'm gonna get it done though, regardless. Unless another company comes out with their turbos and I say screw these turbos. Like if AMS would have dropped their turbos, right? And they were really bigger and better units, I'll just sell the freaking RT turbos and just buy AMSs. If they're like $6 grand, $7 grand, and it's good power, then yes. I would rather just go for the bigger turbos one time and just have them run on lower boost, if you know what I mean, than go with the OEM turbos with a turbo wheel upgrade. But that's just my opinion. But as of right now, we only have the pures and the RT turbos. If I wanted to change out stock air intakes to 3.7, what brand would you recommend? Kyle, I still always recommend I would assume if you're talking about the G37 370Z, like we talked about earlier, Z1 Motorsports, admin tuning, still in intakes. You even have engine, I believe, or iGen. And what's the other one? I can't remember the other one off the top of my head, but I would still recommend the admin tuning. If you have the Q50, to key the intakes, it's an enclosure, proper enclosed system. You still have cold IATs, and you can call it a day. Evan, truth. Okay, Florida COVID cases are going up because a lot of people from outside states want to go to the beach and be stupid. But I'm deployed in Turkey right now, so it's pretty chilled over here. Okay, that's pretty cool, bro. You all in Turkey, man. How is it over there, man? Like, I doubt you guys have any real cases over there. Doubt it. You said deployed, so. But you from over here, I would assume. But it is a lot is coming from people traveling. They're probably traveling from high-risk zones. Maybe they might be traveling from New York and bringing it down there. It actually is a thing, you know. But what I would say is this: I don't want to make this political. I'm just gonna make this honest assessment. Every state should have been on the same playing field. If New York City was this strict, every state should have been just as strict, and then you bring everybody up at the same time. That's my honest opinion. Or you just shut down all air travel. That's it. 14 quarantine enough. Shut down all air travel in and out of that state unless it's essential workers. But that's just my opinion. You know, I don't work for the government. Do the new Q50S have better race suspension? No, AG. No. Still the same suspension. Remember, these cars are not race cars. These are just commuter cars. I want you guys to know that. The Q50 is just a commuter car with a twin turbo motor. Yes, I mean, it's a nice motor. It's nicely designed, but it's not a race car. It wasn't set up. The suspension, it's not set up for that. That's why people buy coilovers and stuff like that and upgraded sway bars. You know, when your cars are a race car, like look at an M4. They have what? Like air-cooled or electric diffs. They have a carbon fiber drive shaft that used to come from factory. They changed it, I think, the last 2 years. But that carbon fiber drive shaft that comes from factory. Think about that. A lot of these parts, that's when you have a real race car. I have, okay, patience, patience, word of wisdom, man. Thank you, Jacob. I have a stock airboxes with Can-Am generic silicone layers. Okay. And never been beat by a car with STILLEN or Takeda. Well, at Arthur, I don't know if you race stock versus stock cars or did you race tune versus tune cars. If it's the same tune car, if you have the same exact tuner and you have just Canon. I don't really like Canon filters because they usually have grease or oil in it. I usually like dry flow filters, so it's so much more better. You don't get all that grease on the mass airflows, but that sucks. I mean, if you beat them, you beat them. It is what it is. Hey, everybody, please be safe. 100%, Arthur. Turkey sucks. My ex-wife was stationed there when I was in Korea. Korea was far better. Damn, I would love to go to Korea too. I assume this is South Korea, not North Korea, right? We all know that was a dumb question. Okay, cool. I love it. Videos, man. Interested in the sound muffler delete. I'm not really into a fan of the muffler delete on a 3.0T. I'm just not really a fan of it. It's, I mean, it's an Infiniti. We try to make it sound good. There's some good exhaust systems out there, like Fast Intentions or Arc, you know, but, you know, it'll never compare to like just a smooth sounding V8. That's just my opinion. Is the new Z really getting a VR30 because it's really limited in aftermarket parts? I'm coming from the G Grade 5. At James, why wouldn't it? Think about it. This Z isn't gonna be like just a US version. This is gonna be the world. 2, they've been waiting to make the Z forever. 3, there's not much rear-wheel drive, 2-door cars out here on the market anymore. In a way, hear me out. I'm a little passionate about this, right? It's kind of good that people are moving more over to crossovers because people that want a crossover could go get them. But this makes the market for cars, like sport cars, a lot smaller. So you'll have a better niche market of buyers. So let's say right now you wanted to get a 4-door all-wheel drive car with twin turbos. There's really not much cars out there. Otherwise, it's the 340. It's going to be the new TLX. It's going to be a Q50. The Audis come with the single turbo 6. Well, and that's you got the Kia Stinger, you got the G70, and anything else other than that are really more expensive. They're more expensive cars that will come with twin turbo 6 that are all-wheel drive. So it makes more slim pickings. Now look at the Toyota Supra, $50,000. All Infiniti has to do is make that new Z 40 grand with the VR30. That's it. 40 grand with the VR30. That's it. People are gonna buy it. And then also on top of that, even though it doesn't have a lot of aftermarket parts right now, we're still like 3 to 4 years ahead. So all the information on how to tune that car, as long as it's the same motor necessarily, is already there. EcuTech is just gonna jump on it and get that car tuned. All these big companies are gonna be like, screw this Supra and get the Z. And then the Z is gonna be built with pistons, turbos, everything. It's gonna be insane. I already know the Z is gonna be like pushed really hard. They're gonna drift it, they're gonna bag it, they're gonna drag it, they're gonna do everything. I could see the Z exploding as long as it's good looking. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm in Vegas. We might reverse our reopening. People coming in ruining it for us. Yeah, Arthur, I agree. Vegas is really cool too. I really like Vegas. Y'all laws are really laxed. But what I would say is, yeah, people are traveling there. When people travel, it's just gonna happen. It's gonna spread. So everybody, we should just reopen at the same time. The 50Z has a carbon drive shaft from factory. It does, Stinky. I really didn't know that. You sure? I mean, I'll take your word for it, but I don't remember the 50Z having a carbon fiber drive shaft. Maybe I'm just bugging. What is the percentage of variance for staggered? It's anything. The threshold for the ABS system is under 3%. It's not only the all-wheel drive. That's just the ABS and what it reads between the front and the back wheels. That's when you will trigger like an ABS code or something like that. Appreciate the content boost. Thank you for answering my question. You appreciate it, Evan. I believe you didn't. You answered. You didn't post much questions. But you did write a lot. But hopefully I answered everything. People say 330 doesn't sound good as a VQ, but the VR30 sounds pretty decent. But I mean, it sounds pretty decent. But M4s and M3s still sound a little better, even though BMW guys hate how the M4s sound like. I actually like how the M4s sound like, and M3s sound like over our car. I'm ready for the new love. VR30 once the Z comes out. Yeah. How many years do you think the Q50 will last? Jeremiah, that's a great question. I see a 392 or a Hellcat in there looking good. To be honest, they're probably coming out with a 2021 version. So I would assume they'll probably drop a new one in 2022. It's been out since 2014. If they don't cut the Q50, I would assume 2022 they'll probably come out with a new one, because remember, all those auto shows were canceled necessary all year in America. So a lot of these companies were probably planning on dropping the new cars in these, in these auto shows, but they're not doing it anymore. So I would assume that maybe they'll drop a new model or looking model in the Japan auto show. I believe is later this year in like November, December. I could be wrong though, but I believe they have the auto show usually later in the year. So maybe they'll hint something there, but they're probably gonna go full Z right now. I just know Nissan is not really caring about Infiniti. They care about Nissan right now. Nissan is waiting to make the money, then they can pour whatever extra money into Infiniti. Come on, there's only 5 models on the Infiniti site right now. 5. Give me a second, guys. I just want to get through it. What are your opinions on EcuTech for the VR30? Can you take it off when you take it to the dealership? No. What you would do is just flash back to stock if you really want to get any serious warranty work done. So like, let's say you have a turbos that went bad, or a transmission that went bad, or engine that you blew. I don't know how you do that, but maybe the turbos, I would assume, you just flash it back to stock and call it a day. This platform has been out for at least the last 5 years now. So Infiniti is not really sending out engineers anymore, because they've had enough models of Q50s and Q60s with the VR30, a sample, to know what is the common issues now. So everything is mainly done through pictures now too, especially with the warranty work. No one's really flying out anywhere. They want to keep contact, to a minimum. Okay, bear with me, guys. Okay, so for the VR 3.0T, you choose taquitos over the AMSs? No, I chose the AMSs. I have AMSs right now. It's an enclosed system. I just like the enclosed system way better. Keeps your ITs down, which also keeps your charge air temps down. It's better. The taquitos look pretty good, but I haven't known anybody who actually dyno tested them to see if they actually give you any boost in power. But to be honest, with all of these cars, it all depends on the tuner. The tuner is what really makes the power. How good they are, how good it is, how good the weather is outside. If it's a nice cool day, the DA, the elevation, they're all going to give you different results. Okay, for the 3, okay, I put stagger wheels on all drive. Had to get a different tire size. Yep, rolling diameter. I have a 350Z back in the day, no carbon fiber drive shaft. What CATBACK and lower downpipe should I get for my 3.0T Sport at Saab? To be honest with you, bro, it all depends on your budget. People always ask me what brand to get. This is more of an affordable channel because it's not a big channel. I'm making a big amount of revenue. So that's why I chose, and I'll recommend Mega and lower downpipes. They're $150. They're affordable, they bolt up, and they're really reliable. No one has really cracked them or run into any issues. 3.7 guys, do not get Megan test pipes. Do not, because it has a flex section that breaks. But if you have a 3.0T, yes, get the Megan lower down pipes. It doesn't have a flex section. Everybody else that makes lower down pipes for this platform charge between $250 and up. You're not going to gain any more wheel horsepower with buying the more expensive brand. But some people like all the parts that fit. If they get AMS downpipes, they want to be able to get an AMS exhaust and AMS intakes. I get it. Some people like to get the same brand. It makes sense. So it's up to you. But if you can afford it, make a lower downpipes. It's most affordable. And you said, what you said? CATBACK. CATBACK is up to you. Definitely look up on the market and see what CATBACks you like, or listen to a few YouTubers that have posted up their CATBACK setup, because they all have different sounds. That's my recommendation. I'll just keep it that simple. Sorry, man. What CATBACK? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, carbon fiber drive pipe is on my build sheet for the 06. No matter, I'll Google it. Okay, cool. What mods would you do with your track car if I want? Well, first thing, Enthusiast POV is in the chat. Yes, Enthusiast POV is in the chat. If you guys don't know Enthusiast POV, he's a fellow brother from another mother with a silver Q60 with red guts, but he's also owner of a G37 6-speed manual sedan. All right, me and him been riding out with this VR30 community. We're one of the biggest. We're both like the biggest YouTubers on the VR30 platform right now on YouTube. So definitely check out his content, man. Much love and respect to him. And yo, dudes, if you're watching, I told everybody you're gonna be in Atlanta. because you're going to be working at Zero Motorsports. Sorry for snitching. And also, I said we're probably going to have a meet down there really, really soon, and it's going to probably be big. And people want to race, so we got to find a racetrack too. Anyways, James said, what mods would you do for a track car? I want to put a Q on the track and keep up the good work and the content. If you're talking about the 3.0T, bro, honestly, I don't think these turbos are good enough. First thing, you're gonna have to run it at lower boost. I don't recommend running 18, 19, 20 psi on these turbos if you're going to the track, and I assume like an actual track, not a drag strip. Of course, you upgrade the suspension, sway bars, better set of tires and wheels. You're gonna need exhausting amount of cooling because it's gonna heat soak. The car is gonna heat soak very fast. Electrical steering, you don't have to really worry about that. You're gonna need to get an oil cooler too. Definitely gonna need to get an oil cooler because once it gets higher temps, remember you lose oil pressure and boom, there goes the motor. And you're gonna need to change out the transmission, engine oil pan. Reason being is it's too small. There's no baffle system inside the OEM oil pan. So when you get a high amount of G's and you turn, you can suck that siphon dry. And you know, if the siphon goes dry, guess what? You lose your motor. So yeah, that's honestly it. That's what I would really say. And maybe a transmission cooler, 100%, because the transmission fluid is going to start to heat up. So pretty much all cooler mods and pretty much keep the boost a lot lower. That's it. Good question, James. All right, cool. What do you think about the BMW 335i? Pretty fast? David, 335i is pretty freaking fast. What are you talking about? N54 is not a joke, ever. Ever. And the N55 is never a joke either. These are good motors. Forged internals from factories is great. It's just that the engine is put in a car that has other unreliable parts. That's the only reason why I say what I say. The engine's good, but what it's inside of or what it's put into, it has other unreliable things about it. I don't mean for like the motor itself leave you stranded. Well, plastic water pumps do suck. Let's just be honest. Electric water pumps, but other things in the car like window regulators. Check out Speed Cultures. Check out his channel. Go to Speed Cultures right now, Studios. He has a Q50 3.7, and he just purchased a 335i. He's documenting all the crappy parts on that car, but he's gonna make that his race car or his beta car too, his track car. So watching him, you get to live through him as if you own that car, and that's what I love about YouTube. That you can actually research someone who has that platform and realize that that car stinks. So Q50s are just not fast. That's really it. They're just regular daily cars. That's it. But they're pretty fast when you modify and add a bigger turbo too. 100%. Go single turbo and call it a day. Simon, I know you don't have a JB4 anymore, but the 3.0T Luxe, what is the best map 6 used forever? Well, Simon, I would say is this. You have to data log the car and see how the car reacts. Like, there's really never going to be no best map 6 for anyone. If you live in the mountains, map 6 is going to be a lot different than if you live sea level. If you live in Florida, map 6 is going to be different than if you live in New York City. Same thing if you live in California versus New York City, because California has 91 fuel. We have 93 over here. That changes a lot, especially with temperature, guys. So I really can't really tell you exactly what, but most of the preset maps are pretty good. Most of the preset maps were set up on either 91 fuel, 91 because that's the way Burger Tuning has done it, or they have done it on an E30 mix. So just check out Burger Tuning site, and or you can check out N54 Fanatics. That's where they have the forum on the JB4. But this stuff has been done for a long time, so most of those preset maps are good to go. Okay, I know you don't care. Huge shout out to you, about to buy Q60 Red Sport tomorrow. Yo, bend over. That's a good name. That's funny. That's funny. You got me there. All I'm gonna say is this. I want you to get a Red Sport. Get a Red Sport. Do what you want with your money. But I just want you to know, if you want to tune, if you know that you want to EcuTech your car and tune it one day, and you want to do bolt-ons and all that stuff, you might be spending a lot more extra money than you need to, knowing that if you can get a 3.0T Sport, you save yourself a good couple thousands of dollars, if you know what I'm talking about. Just saying. I'm sorry for the Red Sport owners in here. Don't beat me up. It's just you know, you got the top of the line, but you could have saved some money. I want you guys to save some money. Yo, Daily Q50. Yo, Daily Q50 is in the chat. He is the first stock turbo seal motor, seal trans, untouched turbo Q50 to get into 10s. Non-shop car. That means non-shop car. Okay? So shout out to Daily Q50, man. Much love and respect, dude. I watch your video daily. I appreciate that. What YouTubers do you watch? James, Mount of Fame. I can't really shout out top of my head, but what I've been doing for the last 3 to 4 months is supporting smaller YouTube channels. So I've been searching for smaller Infiniti channels. They don't even have to be Q50 guys. They could be M36 guys. M37 guys. Whatever it is, just smaller channels, 350Zs, 370Z, and I'll try to follow this and watch their content, because we don't have enough following in the community. It's crazy that Mopar content is big, and I love Mopar content, but the thing is, all those YouTubers are eating. They're doing great, but the Infiniti Nissan content, it's super low. Like, I mean, YouTubers super low, and no one really cares about us, and it doesn't make sense. We're everywhere. We're drag racing. We're drifting. We're pavement kissers. We go to all the car shows. We're doing everything. You know, some of these cars are just, I hate to say, one-trick ponies, and they just get so much more clout. But it is what it is. I've talked about this with Enthusiast POV all the time. You know, this platform is fun. I like it, but it's very limited. I would love to have 800 wheel horsepower, but that's not possible. Not right now. Even if I put rods and pistons in there, I'm not making 800 wheel, because there's no turbos out there that can flow that much yet, you know. Same thing for transmission. I'm limited on transmission, 7-speed auto. We're right now 600 pounds of torque is kind of the limit based on what tuners are saying. So we don't know what 800 wheel or 800 pounds of torque can actually do to the stock transmission. We're limited because we just don't have the size turbos for it. Fueling system, very limited. We want to run E85, but these injectors maxed out already. Just on RT turbos or pure turbos, they're maxed out. High pressure fuel pump, same thing there. The AMS version 1 right now can flow more. There's 2 versions, but there's one that can flow more now, but you're gonna run out of injector now too. There's so much limitations with this platform. So it is what it is. Damn, I just went on a little rant there, but I meant it in all love and respect, man. At what power level should you build up the bottom end? Well, Jordan White, I just said it. You know, most people right now, it seems like that ceiling is right around 600 pounds of torque. Remember, torque kills the motors, guys. Not really, and low oil kills motors. It's not really horsepower. It's really the amount of torque. So everyone's right around that 550, 600 pounds of torque. Anybody else who have popped their motors were pushing above that or running too much PSI, if you know what I mean, or low oil. But that's not much people, because not much people have hit that ceiling or have hit that glass ceiling yet. Any specify? Yeah, well, bend over, as I stated, look into 3.0T Sports if you can find one. It's pretty much the same exact car. The only thing that the Red Sport's going to have from factory is the 400 horsepower tune, slightly better gearing, not transmission gearing. The final drive ratio will be slightly shorter. Of course, you get the Red Sport wheels. You get the S. You get the red S. You get the secondary heat exchanger coolant pump. All the regular 3.0Ts have one coolant pump for the heat exchangers. You'll get a secondary one, but there's an aftermarket solution for that. AMS sells a $500 unit already. And someone else is gonna comment below. You get diamond stitch leather. It's really good. That's about it. I don't really remember anything else that the Red Sport gets that someone's gonna comment below and say something else randomly. That's it. But everything else you could get in the 3.0T Sport. Enthusiast, okay. Install an HKS blow valves. Deep it is no fun. I've never installed downpipes yet, but it doesn't look fun. I don't even like touching cats. Things. Anything to look for when it comes to used market for the Q50. My best is just look up the history of the bin. That's it. If you can through Infiniti, if it's possible, to see if the turbos were replaced or any issues. Of course, you can vehicle history check it vehicle history lookup. It's a free site. You can just put the VIN in to make sure if there was any prior accidents. Auto check, Carfax. But otherwise than that, like, I don't really know what else to tell you other than you hire an inspector. Like, you would want the inspector to come out and, you know, take off the air boxes and inspect the turbos. You know, make sure the car has enough oil in it. There's no oil leaks. There's no squeaks or shims or just any loud noises. The car should drive pretty quiet. And always make sure that the AC works. People go and buy used cars and never realize that the AC never works because they never press the AC button. Literally. I'll be down for landing me. All right, cool. We need the killer chiller, the chiller install and review video. Not yet. I was thinking about getting it installed today, but it's rained really bad over here in New York, and this is like one of my only days off this week. So I'm working the whole weekend, so I'm not gonna have time. But hopefully I can get that installed maybe next week at my friend's shop. If not, I'm gonna go to Mod to Fame's road racing event, July 12th. And just whatever I race out there. But I would love to go there with the killer chiller at least, because all those cars are going to be a lot slower. If Mod to Fame's watching, a lot of those cars are going to be a lot slower out there because they're going to be heat soaked. But I'm gonna have a killer chiller, so it's like, hee hee. But we'll see what happens. Regardless, it's going to get installed. I have to install it anyway because it's a sponsored video. It's necessary sponsor. I'm sponsored by Killer Chiller, so I have to do it anyways, regardless. Are test pipes or high flow cats worth it without a tune? Well, you can put high flow cats on a stock tune. That's perfectly fine. You shouldn't run into any check engine lights because it just flows a little better. Test pipes, you're going to run into check engine lights and your gas mileage will go down. So I would say that I don't know if you're going to gain any more wheel horsepower. I would assume you will, but that's my honest opinion. I wouldn't know, honestly. But the high flow cats, you can definitely install those on a stock tune for a while. That's perfectly fine. You shouldn't run into any check engine lights. I like the tip and throttle response. Give a little bow and pop. Yeah, and plus, when you add the high flow cats, you shouldn't lose any low end. I realized when I came from stock to test pipes, you lose the low end, you gain more on the high end. But all this can be sorted out with a tune. So end up getting a tune later on. All right. Thanks, bro. Boost. What map should I run JB for? Low downpipes removed recently. Winner, what's going on, man? I spoke to your brother earlier, but they could run map one, or map 2. It's fine, perfectly fine as long as it's 93 fuel. Those cars are set up to come that way. Map 1, map 2. James, how to tell if the Q has drive-by-wire? It wouldn't have a power steering tank. Usually, there'll be a power steering tank to the left of the car, I believe to the passenger side. If there's no power steering tank, then that's it. It's drive-by-wire. Okay, cool. Okay, what do you think about muffled delete? The real, what's going on, man? Early in this video, I have stated that I'm not really a fan of muffled deletes for the 3.0T, but if you want to do it, do it. You know, some of them, they all sound the same to me. Like, it's hard to make the 3.0T sound good. As long as you don't spend a bunch of money on the 3.0T, on the AXLEBACK or the muffled delete, do it. But if you're gonna spend $500, $600, $700 on a muffled delete or AXLEBACK, don't do it. Like the Infiniti one, just get a proper CATBACK exhaust. Look up the different sound noises, the sound of CATBACKs on the market, and pick one. That's it. That's my best recommendation I would recommend for you. Because I know you want to do a muffled delete for noise, so just get a proper CATBACK. Save your money and get it. Last question, Boost. Instead of buying a Red Sport, what could I do to my 3.7 to get 400 horsepower? Well, Kyle, I've talked about this in previous videos, and other YouTubers have talked about it. You can look into doing the Z1 Motorsports a performance package, but to be quite honest, test pipes, CATBACK exhaust, and an intake system, either Takeda, and or do the Z1 Motorsports manifold swap. This is when you change out the manifold to the black plastic manifold to the manifold that they could swap it with, and then get the car tuned on 93 pump. Most people are putting down between 320 to 340 wheel horsepower depending on the temperature outside. So necessarily that is 400 horsepower to the crank. Yeah, so that's the best way. Some people are gonna say jump in and do headers. I still don't know or have been told what exact headers fit the all-wheel drive Q50 or the G37 all-wheel drive. So I can't recommend you necessarily on headers, but I believe I made a video about, there was one headers that one guy had to fit, I would say jimmy rig to his car. It was from a 370Z, but I think he said he had to bang it up to get it to fit, and to me that's stupid. If you have to bang up a header just to get it to fit, that means it doesn't fit. Get the right part. Just saying. Appreciate that, bro. Winning the Killer Chiller too. Easy VR30. Yo, you don't really save money not getting Red Sport when you have to buy the paddle shifters. Blah 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 blah. Well, at VR30, here's what I'm gonna say because I answered this too late. If you get the 3.0T with all that stuff, you don't have to buy them. With me, I got in 2018 they made it an option. I was being cheap. I shouldn't have been that cheap. I should just spend. It was like $3,500 option back then. But I should just got that one because I wouldn't have to get the BBK. I don't really care for paddle shifters. I don't really care for the adjustable suspension or the DSS suspension. I don't really care for that. I don't really care for the Red Sport wheels, you know, and the extra water pump. Ooh, extra $500. I don't really care for that so much. A lot of people are tuned with just one pump. I'm not coming at the Red Sport guys. Like I have much love and respect for you guys, but you guys like to get the top of the tier, and it makes sense. You want to get the best of the best. I get it. But knowing, if you know that at the end of the day you wanted to tune the car and go full send, you could have saved a few $1,000s by just getting a 3.0T with the sport packaging. You could have saved a couple. That's just my honest opinion. I want you guys to save money. How you get mad at me about that? not coming at you, VR Dirty. I'm just saying, bro. Just saying, man. Now I want to speed up with these questions. All right, bear with me, guys. Okay, Guru, you don't want to save much money. He said, what's that? Wait, just so I don't want to save money. I should do the upgrade, but this one's around 20K USD. Okay, that's not a bad price. About $20,000 for a Red Sport, 50,000 miles. That's a good price. That's a good price. Just look up if it has any lemon history at all, please, or if it has an accident. Atlanta more speedways, where they've been already taking a try. Okay, cool. What's the difference between a Luxe and a Premium? Just pretty much more tech. That's it. That's the only difference. More tech comes in a Premium. That's it. Thanks, Boost, for insight. Really appreciate that. Welcome, Q50 Sport. Really same. Okay. Give me a second, guys. A little bit math. Okay. 400 without warranty while spending 3K with only 2 years powertrain. Anyways, okay, cool. Okay, BK Love. What's going on? BK Love wants to get Infiniti. Ended up getting a 2017 X5. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with an X5, bro. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it. I just wanted you to get though. Do they still make that 3-liter motor for it? Or do they? Or it's only the 4.4? I'm very confused. TJ Williams. Sometimes say 2K. Okay, you guys are talking. All right, cool. Many 2016 are being traded in, coming off lease. Yeah, that's tanking the market. All these leases that were. My car is a 2018, so I got my car in early before it turned 20. I got my car in 2017. Did I? Yeah, I got my car in 2017. So my lease is supposed to go up in 2021. So a lot of people who are trading as 2016s and 2017s, they're flooding the market, not keeping the cars because the residual whatever is still too high. So they'd rather just trade it in and get another car, because why would you overpay for the car when you can get the same car for cheaper from another dealer? What do you think about the 2021 Q50 Red Sport drive-by? Why rush hour? It's the same exact car from last year, and the car a year before that, and the car a year before that. It's the same Q50. That's what I think about it. Sorry, man. That's a very simple answer. Oh, what's good with the plans of finding a new daily? Still looking for the G37 coupe. I was really headed towards getting a convertible, because I have got a few guys over here who got convertibles, and I do like the dopeness of the convertibles. But slowly but surely, I think I'm going back to the coupe. I don't know. It's that the rear arch of the coupe that's just so sexy of the coupe, rather than the convertible doesn't have a sexy rear arch. And all the convertibles I'm finding have issues with the top, and they still want a lot of money for it. I found the guy selling a blue one with beige interior. It's an automatic, but it was a blue one, beige interior, automatic, 7-speed automatic, rear-wheel drive. But his roof isn't working. He wants like $9,000 for it, and I'm just like, no, like I'm not giving you. So he has like 120K on it. I'm not giving you that much money for it. No, but this is just my opinion. You know, that's the market message. Hopefully, I will have a 240i sitting next to my V36 in my garage by next year. The 240i, did that come out already? Is that out already? Is it using? That's going to still be using the V58, I assume. So it's going to be lighter than the 340 and probably faster too, because it's lighter. Infiniti isn't popping like slow cars, but I feel like your fan base is more loyal since it's not a lot of YouTube or Q YouTubers in the game. Well, James, I appreciate that, man. For the guys who are watching, I just want to say it again. This video I put out today is to talk with you guys, but I was just answering questions for like the last half an hour. As of right now, it's July 1st. I'm trying to hit 25,000 subscribers by August 1st. Last year, this time, I was at 9. So you can say in the last year, technically, I gained about 15,000 subscribers. I'm right around 23.5 right now. And I'm just so super appreciative. But a lot of the reason why those guys subscribe to my channel is either you are Q owners or Infiniti owners or Nissan owners, or some of you guys want to purchase a Q in the future, or you just like my personality. So hey, but otherwise than that, I want to hit 25K, and this next month I'm going to try my best to push out a lot of content. I'm actually going to try to do some races, and I'm trying to hopefully I can set up at least 1 or 2 meets. A meet over here in New York, I don't know the date yet, but I'm definitely going to try to do a meet in New York before the end of this month, hopefully at the start. Maybe like an appreciation barbecue by my friend's shop. I'm thinking about it, and just have all you guys come out, get a burger, get a frank, get a salad. Not a drink. I mean, maybe a drink, but I don't want you guys to drink and then go home and drive and then do stupid nonsense. So I don't know, maybe a beer, definitely a beer. But I definitely want to just try to hit that 25K before August 1st. So if you guys want to help me and come on this roll with me, try to hit this 25K, I appreciate it, man. So just any videos you guys watch, just hit the like, watch the video to the end. You don't even have to watch it sometimes. You can just listen because you guys know I'm talking already. So, and I try to talk and let you guys know what's happening rather than just record stuff. So, yeah, man, I'm just so appreciative of you guys. Let me get back to the questions. All right. Paddle shift is super easy to install. Yeah, paddle shifters are mad easy to install on a V36 because it's already wired for it. It's just that the 2017s, 2017 up Q50s, they don't really come pre-wired for it, so you have to buy an extra wire from some guy on Facebook. He has the wire in the Q50 Q60 group, so definitely go. If you guys want to add paddle shifters to your 2016, 2017 Q50s, or maybe or even your Q60, your 2017s and up, there's a guy on Facebook Marketplace, not Marketplace, Facebook group who sells the actual harness and everything. So you can definitely check that out. All right, let me see. Dealership install. Okay, can the dealership install the Apple CarPlay for you? No. If you're talking about the 2020 version, no, they're not doing that. They're not installing or giving you that firmware. It's not a thing. So no. If you're talking about the OEM. Okay. Huge thanks for the answers. I appreciate it. Helps a lot with the decision tomorrow. Ben Dover, appreciate that. But to be quite honest, bro, it's your money. Don't care about some random dude on YouTube. But at the end of the day, I want you to save money, bro. At the end of the day, and I want you to be able to make a good informative decision. If it's a good deal, get it. Doesn't matter though. If it's a good deal, get it. All right, let me see. 3.0T. So Edwin was saying that it was a 3.0T he's talking about. What's good, bro? BK Love wanted to end up coming back. Okay, cool. Getting a 3.0T. Okay. You said you ended up getting a ended up coming to Wednesday, getting into it. I'm confused, Edmund. You in Canada? Laugh loud. Just found out one that came in yesterday. Okay, cool. I'm in Louisiana. I enjoy the Red Sport, no doubt. Just wanted to move into a different direction. It was my 4th Infiniti in a row. Arthur, that means you just like me, man. You rock with Nissan Infiniti. I hope the car treats you well. Happy Hump Day, 100%. It is Hump Day, guys. So if you want to go home to your partners, or if you want to go to the telly, order a strip club and pair under the table, do what you got to do. Or if some of you guys are watching, if you want to go to Popeyes, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you want to go to Popeyes, they back there. Anyways, thoughts on rebuilt title cars, 3.0T versus 3.7. Is it worth buying it for 40% less? Why not? Why not? If you know that the car was hit in the rear and you actually have pictures of it, I don't see why not. The thing is, rebuilt salvage cars are perfectly fine. It's only when they want to charge you current price for it, it's a freaking problem. I don't want to spend the current price, market price, for a car that's hit. So if it's 20% cheaper, I don't see an issue with it. But that's what most dealers won't really tell you. They'll want to charge you the same going price on the market. So, but I don't see a problem with it, man. If you could get it for a good deal, do it. Do it. As long as the deal is good, do it. Let me see. I was a bit worried about buying these Red Sport, but this is one that looks well maintained. Do you have any issues with your Red Sport? Well, one of the common issues with the VR30 community is this. You have a serpentine belt slip or belt that pops over time. It's just a serpentine belt. It's a $60 part. It's just an accessory belt. Usually you'll hear a squeak right around 2 to 4,000 RPM. It's usually, that means that the belt is slipping a little bit. That's it. But over time, the belt will start to stretch out and pop, which is annoying. So if you want, with 50,000 miles, I don't know if it was ever changed. I would recommend change it. That's it. Just $60 to get a change. If you get the car, change it. That's it. Just at least you know it's changed. And it takes 15 minutes to change if you know how to turn a wrench, or you can take it to a local mechanic and say, hey, listen, change this serpentine belt. It shouldn't charge you that much. It should be 1 hour of work. All right. All right. Nice cars. I have no issues besides the belt needing to be replaced. See, look, Arthur just said it. See, keep the great content. I will sub with my other YouTube accounts. Appreciate that, Arthur. James, talk to enthusiasts into doing a cruise when y'all come. All right. If I come up, I'm probably not gonna bring my car. I'm probably just gonna fly out there and rent a car. So, but I would definitely probably do a cruise down there because I'm gonna have a car regardless. You need a car in Atlanta. Great. I was worried about a lot of these computer components since a tech package. Yeah, there's really no bugs with the tech package, even though it's kind of old-ish. There's really no bugs. The most you may get is like the camera may flicker a little bit when you put it from like reverse to drive, but it'll go back normal. So yeah, the infotainment, all that stuff works. So haven't had any issues with that, or at least anyone who has issues with it. Good luck. Purchase one with 27,000 with 20K for 27K. $1 a mile. Car parked inside and was well maintained. Oh, okay, cool. Any other good YouTube content creators in Illinois you recommend? Looking for meters, but this place is death. Honestly, I wouldn't know, but there's any other guys in Illinois, definitely hit up Simon, man. But I would recommend just looking a regular YouTube search. You'd be surprised that you just type in a make and model of a car, and that YouTuber will come up. Like maybe not like their name, but like their videos will come up. So that's what I've been doing. Like I'll put in like what I've been doing recently. I really wanted to find a Camaro SS YouTuber, like a small one, not a big one, like a smaller one. And I found some dude. I forgot something Rush SS, not Rush. I forgot what his name was, but he had a red SS. He just crashed it yesterday, but he's in California. But I just try to find small YouTubers up and coming. Just try to support. You know, I know how it feels to start from the bottom. Like, and I just try to pay homage. The thing is, when I watch other YouTubers' videos, I watch them from the start to finish unless they drag it out. If it's a video where they really drag it out, I can't watch it. But most of these YouTubers, I watch their videos from start to finish. As long as it's informative and it keeps my attention. I know my videos don't keep you guys' attention sometimes because right now I'm just talking, rapping with you guys. It is what it is. Some other videos, I'm turning a wrench. So maybe I'm trying my best to get more into vlogging style. So the video that's dropping tomorrow necessarily will be, well, the video from yesterday, was that yesterday or Monday? When I came with Mod to Fame, that was more of a vlogging video. It didn't really get any views. No, you guys didn't watch it, but also it had a Hellcat at the front on the thumbnail, so I doubt you guys pressed on it. But even videos like that didn't mean the content wasn't good. It's just that the thumbnail didn't grab you guys' attention. You were just like, oh, should he rap his Q50? Who cares, you know? But it is what it is. Let me go through a little. Okay, what did you do to stop? Why did you stop using JB4? And do you really need an oil catch can? Well, at Vail, what I recommend 269 is this. The reason why I stopped doing the JB4 is I wanted to get faster. I wanted to have quicker 0 to 60 times, and that's mainly it. You have limitations with the JB4. If you want to gain a quick bump in power without having to deal with a tuner and files and all that other nonsense, the JB4 is perfect for it. Runs off the stock tune. You turn the boost up to safe, decent levels, and you're perfectly fine, right? Call it a day, leave it at that. But if you want to gain more top-end power, such as higher wheel horsepower and higher trap speeds, where someone actually adjusts the timing and the fuel and everything for your car, then yes, I would recommend getting a full-fledged tune. That's it. That's just mainly it. Like, and it's a whole different animal. The car is a completely different beast. Like Kobe said, what did Kobe say? He said, do you want to be the same animal but a different beast? And Kanye was like, what are you talking about? So that's one of the reasons why I did that. Second reason is the oil catch can. It's a direct injection car. So that means that with a 3.7, it's a port injection. That means the fuel sprays on top of the valves. So you don't have any carbon buildup. But because with direct injection, it's inside the cylinder, you're going to get carbon buildup from the blow-by gases coming from the valve covers. Remember, we recirculate the blow-by gases back into the intake tract. So you're going to get a buildup of carbon and oil on top of your intake valves and intake tract. And sooner or later, you're going to, tens of thousands of miles later, you're going to have to get a walnut blast. This is something that happens anonymous in the direct injection community. So definitely look into that, what I'm talking about. That was a good question, man. Definitely appreciate it. I really consider 3.0T because of everything you have done with yours. I think all said and done, it's best bang for its buck. I really should jump into it. Well, just if you want to commit. That's what I'm saying. If you looked up and researched all the other cars on the market for a similar price and the Red Sport is it, get it. It's your money. You know, I just want to make sure that you get the car and you don't instantly regret it. You know, don't have buyer's remorse. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, man, did you ever install that cooler? The killer chiller, no, it's not installed yet at Jude Brown. I didn't install it yet. Hopefully, I get installed next week. If not, it'll probably be after July 12th. I do have some vacation time coming up later this month, so I already know that that's when I'm probably going to do a lot of things. Hopefully, I'll do the turbos at that same time. The thing is with the turbos, I want to be able to record dropping the motor and all the content. I want to record that stuff. But I could just say screw it and just give my boy the car and just have him do it, and I'll just do what I got to do. But that's a bunch of content I know you guys would like to watch. You guys would love to see, damn, how hard is it to drop a motor out of Q50? This is how you do the turbos. This is what you got to do here. I like to document that stuff, you know. But, we'll see what happens. Like I said at the start of the video, I'm not trying to rush this process. You know, it just doesn't feel right yet. For people who's watching me since the start of this live, it just doesn't feel right yet. I just don't want to rush it. You know, it's like I want to do it, but it's like wait, hold off a little bit. Something just keeps telling me to do that, and I just like to listen to my intuition and just wait. It's okay. It's not like my car isn't running right. Yes, there is an oil leak, but it's not like an oil leak where it's shooting out the exhaust. My turbo is leaking on the outside, so it's like actually leaking and seeping on the outside. If there is any oil going into the exhaust, it's not coming out the tailpipe, and the car is still quick. Let me bear with me, guys. Let me just run through these questions real quick. Hey, man. Okay. Well, for sure. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. I'll consider CPO. Okay, cool. Okay, CJ. Okay, so you guys are asking questions. All right, cool. That's good, man. I love this community. You see that everyone's interacting with each other in the comments? That's good. That is good. I realize that when I watch other YouTubers live, people are just watching the YouTuber, saying what's up, but they're not really interacting with each other, not getting involved. They're not really trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? People talking shit, which is perfectly fine. Because I had some guy here talking shit earlier. I don't know if he's still watching him. If he's still watching, I have much love and respect for you, brother. If you're still watching, I think his name was James or something like that. If you do want to race me, I live in Brooklyn, New York, whatever you have. But I have much love and respect to everyone who watches and subscribes to my channel. Same with the belt. Mine's ripped at 40,000 miles. But that, other than that, love the Q60. Yep, the belt is a common issue. Yo, my heater core connector broke half and started leaking coolant. Cam, what do you mean the heater hose? I assume this is the 3.7. Yes. Yep, the G37. Yeah, that's a common issue. So with higher mileage 3.7s, right, your heater hose is gonna break. It has a coupler that's made out of plastic, and it literally just breaks. So what I did was, when it broke, I was like going full send, and I saw smoke coming out. I'm like, no, I blew the motor. But then I found out that it was just the fluid coming out. So what I ended up doing was, I got like a piece of like a brass collar or a pipe or whatever from Home Depot. Got two clamps, and that's it. Call it a day. Like, that's it. I didn't go and get the OEM one. I didn't want to wait all that time for it. I just found a pipe that had similar size and just connected them and called it a day. It's annoying, I know. And you could do it on your own too. And you said, do I need to bleed the system? Yes, you're gonna have to bleed because you lost a lot of coolant. So once you connect everything back, drive the car, refill it again, drive the car, refill it again. That's it. That's the only way I can say you bleed it. Just keep refilling the system and revving the car. It'll start getting the coolant, everything flowing around. Okay, salute and thanks. Hey, Boost. What's going on, Vlad? How do you compare the auto shifts of the 3.0T to the DSG of the VW and Audis? To be honest, I wouldn't be able to tell you, bro. I really wouldn't be able to tell you. I really haven't driven much Audis and Volkswagens, pretty much the same car, to be able to compare it. The only Audis I really drove were all stick shift ones because my boy is an Audi head, and all the Volkswagens I've driven, I didn't like. I didn't like their transmissions, but they were like the smaller displacement motors, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you, bro. Hey y'all, what's going on, Diamond? What's going on, Diamond? How are you, man? My turbos are being replaced at 30K. Yeah, that's the thing, Diamond. That's the thing. I don't know if you. I know you've been in this chat for a while and everything like that. I don't know. I forgot what your issue was exactly with the car. I can't remember if you're stock or not. You can type it in the chat and let everyone know if you had any modifications or not. For aggressive driving, do you recommend semi-metallic pads or ceramics? I would always go with semi-metallic spinner. You already know that. They're just better for heat tolerance. But also on top of that, if you can get more a race pad, if you really care, you can just go more of a metallic pad. Like my Hawk 5.0 pads are really good when I had it on my last brake setup. These pads that I have on, it seem like semi-metallics, they're doing pretty good. I've had a good pulls up to about 130 and came back down to 60 multiple times, and they didn't heat up too bad. Or at least the brake fade wasn't that bad. But that could just be a plus of the BBK too. Okay, cool. Hey, my name is Thomas Simon. All right, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Thomas. Jim. Okay, carbon Kevlar are forest pads. My fave. Thank you, Diamond. Just already timing it, jumping in to answer people's questions. I recently bought a 2019 Red Sport, looking to lower it on RSR springs. What are your thoughts? That's perfectly fine. Everyone that's in the chat, some of you guys have lowering springs, and I know you don't care because you might be around smooth road, but he has a Red Sport, and it comes with, you would say, adjustable suspension. It at least adjusts the firmness. I only recommend putting lowering springs on a Red Sport. Now, if you are going to put it on a non-Red Sport without the DDS, I would only recommend going with downs. Don't go with super downs. Downs don't go as low, and it keeps you right within that threshold for the stock suspension, so you don't have as bad of ride comfort, I would say. Super downs put your car really low, and once you're that low, that's it. You already spent the money, unless you do it on your own. So I just don't want you guys to spend all that extra money on getting the springs installed, and then you hate the ride comfort. All right, I've been on this chat for what? I've been on this chat for how long, guys? About an hour and 36 minutes. I didn't even know. But get those likes up. I don't even know where my likes are at right now. So I'm at 40 likes. I know I had at least 50 to 60 of you guys at one time. So if any of you guys haven't hit the like button already, hit the like. We sit here, we chat, man. It's what, hump day, and it's what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Some of you guys are at work. Some of you guys are going to work. Some of you guys are getting off work, and I'm just glad that you guys are sitting there hanging out with me. All right, for aggressive driving, hey man. Recently, okay, cool. Give me a second, guys. No problem. Okay, do you know him, Qzilla? Oh yeah, Qzilla, yes, Eric. Eric's car is freaking dope. That's what you're talking about, right? Eric's car is freaking dope, man. 800 wheel horsepower. Gotta correct it. 800 wheel. That means his car is more closer to 1,000 horsepower to the crank. Shout out to Eric Flores, man. That car, that's someone who's committed to a platform. When you build a motor and you find ways to make it powerful than just buying a kit, because he did all of this without buying literally buying a kit that just gave him 800 wheel. He had to go through trials and tribulations to get there, and plenty of sleepless nights, but he got it done. That's what those are the people I gotta say that are really faithful to their brand. You know, depending on what could be done with the platform. Sometimes there's a ceiling. The VR30 is a ceiling. I would love to make 800 wheel. I'm at this point that if this car could make 800 wheel on stock trans, and I just had to buy a set of turbos, I would do it, because I would just buy a second block. But that's not a thing. I would need to buy the second block, put rods and pistons in it, and spend money on a turbo. At that point, that's like $15,000 to $20,000 involved. You know, I would still do it anyway. I don't care. It's something called a credit card. And I know when I start beating a lot of people on video on the Q50, The videos will it'll pay for itself after a while. Some of these YouTubers make a lot of money doing those race videos. When you see 40, 50K views or 100, 150K views in a month, they're pulling a lot of serious dough just racing somebody for 10 seconds, you know? But anyways, yo, Bulls, what's going on, Jared? Good, okay. Mine was the seals, and I'm running stock. You see, Diamond said his car was stock, and he only had 30K on his car, and his turbo seal started going. I don't know what year you have, but even then, he says only had an oil catch can so far. So it is what it is. The still start to go. If you had an early model Q50, the 2016 and 2019s, I believe, had the first generation turbos or first older part number. They do have a newer part number after 2020-ish, 2019, 2020. So I don't know if the seals are better in that. I don't work at Infiniti, but I do know there is a different part number for the turbos than the newer models. What's the best Infiniti M years for reliability? Looking forward to your comments on this. I don't do mods. To be honest, at Thomas, this is the Thomas that actually has his name, because there's a few Thomases in the chat. Honestly, bro, you're going to laugh at me. I would recommend getting the older model. Get the 2011, 2012 M37, either in an X or XS. Or yeah, and with the aero kit, I would recommend that one. I know it's not the newer looking one, but hear me out. The 2015 or 2014, when they changed up the front bumper and everything, it's the same exact car. Is Infiniti. I'm gonna get closer to the screen. Infiniti is this. It's the same M series car that is in the Q70. The same exact car, and that's gonna piss you off because you're gonna spend $10,000 to $20,000 more for the same exact car on the inside. Yes, the outside looks different, but you can go buy the front bumper and the headlights, and that's it. And your car will literally look. You don't have to change the fender, from what I remember, and you don't have to change the hood. So you just got to buy the headlights and the front bumper with the grill and stuff, and that's it. Your car will like a 2015. So I would recommend getting like a 2011, 2012, 3.7. I mean, if you could get a 2013, yeah, I would recommend getting the 2013. Sorry. 2013 M37, because that's also when they changed over the gallery gasket issue, right around 2013. So I would recommend the 2012, 2013 M37 S or XS. I don't know if you want all drive or rear drive. It's up to you. And that's the best one I would say. And you said you want to keep it stock, so try to get one with the aero kit. Don't get the sport kit is okay, but there's an aero kit. I love that one. That one is that's the sexy one to me. All right. Let me see. Props to Qzilla. Yeah, very much so. Premium model. Just looked up the VIN about 5 mains. Okay, cool. Can't wait till I find a good price Red Sport to purchase. Cool. Maintenance records per car. No issue. That's good. That's good. Sounds like you're free and clear, Ben. I'll be checking those part numbers on the new turbos. I believe that. Yeah, I mean, I believe those old part numbers are discontinued. I believe they have a backorder. Someone told me, a few people hit me up and said there's backorder on turbos. So they're probably using a newer part number regardless. I doubt they have old turbos just sitting on the shelves. Okay. What is the max horsepower on stock tranny of the 3.2 tuning? Well, Steph, at this current moment, based on all the tuners that I've seen, and all the tuners have stated that it's not really the horsepower when it comes to trans, it's the torque, the amount of torque that is put into the transmission. So right around under 600 pounds of torque. This is on upgraded turbos, a higher E content fuel mixture, and right around close to 600 pounds of torque. That's it. Anything above that is still uncharted territory, and nobody has really done it yet. And also, technically, this platform is still limited because of a few things. One, fuel. Fuel. Still don't have large enough injectors to deliver enough E85. Also, I would say the turbos are limited factor too, because the higher the amount of PSI, of course, the higher amount of your engine going to pop. But also on top of that, you want to keep the heat down, so it's still limited on cooling at those higher levels. So it's still uncharted territory right now. All right. How much horsepower have you gained from your JB4, by the way? Well, I never dynoed it, but based on other people's dynos, JB4 with basic bolt-ons, you should be right around 400 wheel to 420 wheel horsepower. That's for the Red Sports and the 3.0 Ts. That's for both. Right around 4, and that depends on fuel, elevation, and DA temperature outside. Yeah, because my JB4 car was way faster in the winter than it was in the summer. Okay, never mind, Simon. Okay, cool. All right, give me a second, guys. Would it be worth it to find a used 2020 RS just a 18? At Jared, to be honest with you, you're gonna laugh at me in my face. So you ready to laugh? Just get a 2016, 2017. Here's why. Because you're gonna buy a 2018 what for the different bumper. You can get that bumper online. I'm gonna have a video coming up within the next 2 months or maybe a month. I'm gonna buy. I already have a 2018 bumper, but it's messed up. It's broken. So I want to replace it. I'm gonna buy it from eBay or Amazon. They're like $300-400 there for the bumper, and of course like the grill and a small amount of stuff. It's gonna be under $1,000 in parts and paint, stuff like that, and it swaps right over to the 2014 to 2017 Q50s. It swaps right over. You don't have to change the headlights or anything. You just have to change the grill, the bottom grill, and the fog light bezels. But you don't have to change the fog lights, and you don't have to change the headlights, quarter fender, or anything like that. So there's no point. Just get the 2016, 2017. You saving your money, bro. I want you to save money. That's it. And a 2020 for what? You want mileage? If you care about mileage, then I understand why you want to get like a newer one because they have less mileage. But if you can find an older one with less mileage, do that also. That's my recommendation. What do you think about the Dodge Charger Hellcat? Vlad, I like the Dodge Charger Hellcat. Even though I troll them and I talk my shit, I love Hellcats. I love 392s. They sound fucking great. You know, they like spinning in the corner. You know, they go full send. You know, at the end of the day, though, I was before this Q50. Like literally, I was shopping. It was either I was gonna trade in the 3.7 and get the Q50, another Q50, or I was gonna trade it in and get a 392 Charger. I was gonna get one of them, and I chose the Q50 because I like the look. I know more about the car and everything. But also on top of that, two biggest things that limited me. Okay, three. The first biggest thing that stopped me from getting into a 392 was it was rear-wheel drive only. I live in New York City. Even though we don't get that much snow, I still like the fact of rear-wheel drive because I like to take off at stoplights. And with rear-wheel drive, you're always gonna have issues. Two, I didn't really like the interior. The interior was nice, but I believe that they didn't have leather seats. Like their seats always came like a mixture of like Alcantara or like suede and leather. And I didn't like that because if I spill something, the seats are stained. I didn't really like that part. And number three, tunability. Yes, it comes almost 500 horsepower from factory, but after that, you tune it. You add headers and and E85, and the car puts out like 450, 480 to the wheel, maybe even higher, depending on how hard they push the car, depending on intake system. But that's it. You stop there. You stop there unless you take the motor out and you bore it out to like a 426 or whatever the case might be. Then you bore out to a 426, and of course it'll be a faster car. But at that point, you're spending money. I really like the idea that I'm still a tuner. I don't believe that a lot of these American cars are trash anymore. Like I believe they build a lot of them better. Yes, they still have panel gaps. Yes, they still are American cars. They're like boxes too. But at the end of the day, I believe their quality got a lot better. They have good motors, good transmission, really good standard tech, and they hold value. Look at 392s. Try to go and buy a 392 from 2016 right now. It's going to be expensive. Q50s of the same year are going to be a lot cheaper for Red Sport. Why? Because they just hold in value way better. Anyway, that's my little rant. But good question, bro. Mud butt. That's my boy Winner with the mud butt. They just take off and they do a little burnout. Thank you for answering all the questions. You can definitely one of the best Q50 communities out here. Thank you, Simon. Thomas, because your name is actually Simon. I really appreciate you, man. Very appreciate you, man. I'm just hanging in there, talking with you guys. There's not much YouTubers out there in the Q50 Q60 community. But if you don't know right now, you're watching. Number one, you have Speed Cultures. Check out Speed Cultures channel. Number two, you have Fox Craze. He's actually a beginning YouTuber too. He does a lot of DIY hands-on projects. I really like that about his channel. I watch all his videos. You also have Double R. He has a 3.7 with a 2018 front end. His car is supercharged 3.7. So his content is pretty good. He got good energy. You also got Nowhere or Nowhere, I think. But he's putting the VR30 and a 370Z right now, right? Yeah, he's putting the VR30 and the 370Z right now. So definitely check out his channel. And there's a few other ones I'm probably not. Oh, Enthusiast POV. He's a Nissan fan enthusiast just like us. Check him out. And there's a few other. If I'm not shouting you out, guys, right now, if you're watching, don't beat me up. But there's definitely people out there in the Q50 Q60 community that's growing. I'm not the only one. I want you guys to subscribe to these other guys because we all have. I want you guys to see different things from different visions. Like the way that I do my production is I'm mainly the channel that talks to you, tell you what to do, try to save you guys a buck, and simple DIY projects. You know, I wish I was more of a racing channel. I may get more into it when my car get faster because then it's like now I could really be picking on some big boys upstairs, if you know what I mean. And that's when you probably see me do more like road racing and stuff. But until then, I'm still a DIY guy giving out that information. And I'm pretty much trying my best to lay the bricks because a year from now, I'm gonna still have people who's gonna find this channel and be like, "Yo, Boost, what's the best map for the JB4?" And I'm be like, "Bro, I had a JB4 like 3 years ago," you know. But that content is out there. And as one of my subscribers said, shout out to him. I think his name is Wazim. Been following him for a while. He's a pretty cool dude. He said that he likes that I have a journey. I came from a stock car to JB4 to bolt-ons to tune. Now I'm gonna be turbos. Then I'm gonna probably do the 85 on turbos. Then I'm probably gonna blow the turbos. Then I'm gonna have a second car, the G37, and the same thing's gonna happen there. You know. So yeah, man, I'm just trying my best to just lay some bricks out for you guys, and so you guys have a good foundation to start from. You know, rather than just putting in the dark. And I just want to say this randomly too for the guys that are watching. I realize that all YouTubers are different, 100%. And I realize that I can't be like other YouTubers. That's fine, you know. But I also realize that I want a good amount of following of you guys who really fuck with me. Yes, y'all don't hear me curse that often. Like really fuck with me and really want to hang out with me and really talk and really get engaged. I'm sorry if you guys had kids around. I apologize. But you don't get that often, you know. There's other YouTubers that are great, that have good content. Like you see racing, and you're like, oh, it's so exciting, but that's really just it. Like you don't really know them, you don't really get to know much about them, or maybe you're the type of guy who want to see someone turn a wrench. There's some YouTubers who don't turn no wrenches; they just pay someone to do it, and you're just like, yeah, you know, are you gonna stay with that person? You know, I could have been left this platform a long time ago, but at the end of the day, this is a small niche market of us. And I still honestly believe in my heart, this market is going to get even bigger as time goes. If you guys won't even believe how much people will still hit me up on IG, Facebook, and email and be like, hey, I just got a Q50, or I just got a Q60, or I got a G37, or I got a 370Z. They just got the car and they found me and they're like, yo, you seem so helpful. And that lets me know that, hey, listen, there's more people coming to this platform. So yes, my channel may not be as big as like Mopar channels where they got a lot of people, a lot of content. I do understand that, but I still believe that this niche is a tighter niche of family of people who really honestly care and want to just we're the underdogs and we want to win, you know. So it is what it is. Much love and respect to all the other YouTubers out there. Sorry for ranting, guys, or just speaking. Take next questions. What about the IPL body kit? The IPL body kit for the G37, is it worth it? I mean, this is my honest opinion because I don't really care for the rear ends. I think it looks a little squarey, and that's it. The front end, it's nice, but I do like the fog lights that come in the 2012, 2013 bumpers. I actually like that, the fog lights. I think that's like one of the nicest bumpers next to the IPL. That's just my honest opinion. The IPL rear bumper, not really a fan of it. The side skirts, yes, I like the IPL side skirts. I definitely like the IPL side skirts. Give me a second, guys. There's an IPL clone on Craigslist, DMV for 7,800. Looks sharp. All right, IPL wheels too. The IPL wheels are all right. They're okay, but I'm not really a fan of it that much. But they're okay. I think some of these wheels are just cost too much. OEM wheels. Hey, bro. Okay. Yeah, bro. You got a lot of videos that help people out. Thank you, man. It is 20-inch wheels. I'm gonna be out in 7 more minutes, man. I just wanted to hang out with you guys for 2 hours, but in 7 minutes I'm gonna go. It has 20 inch. Well, okay, cool. I love the style of videos. Just got it 27. See, look, just got it 2050, and you helped me out tremendous. I've learned a lot through your videos, especially with the belt issue. See, that belt issue is common, man. It's a common belt issue. At the end of the day, we don't know where we're gonna be at next month, 6 months from now. At the end of the day, do I really care about subscriber count? Not really. For all the people who went to this part of the video, I said at the start, I want to hit 25K subscribers by August 1st. This time last year, I was at 9. That means I gained about 15,000 subscribers in the last 12 months. That's what, average of 1,100, 1,200, whatever I assume. But it wasn't easy. You know, the last 4 or 5 months of COVID really messed it up. God rest the souls of anybody who lost somebody. But it was hard. And the thing is, I had so much plans on what I would do in the last 4 or 5 months to try to push for 50K. My goal was 50K. But I'm hitting 25. That means I tried to come from 10 to 50K. I wanted to jump 40,000 subscribers, but I jumped possibly 15. And it's okay. I'm still smiling through it regardless, man. It's just a fun journey, man. And I'm glad I got you guys watching. And I hopefully I get to meet all you guys, at least most of you guys, soon in the next months or even years. You never know. I want to keep this Q50. I made a choice that I'm going to keep it. That's why I'm modifying it. But you never know what might happen in the future. Somebody might take the car out. You never know. We never know what will happen. But for right now, I'm sticking with my Nissan Infiniti family. I even at some point was looking at Dodge Charger wide-body Hellcats. Yeah, I was looking at them because I wanted to bring more views to the channel. People love mobile content. They love to see mobiles versus something else or anything else fast. Clout cars. I call them clout cars. It's fine. But I just chose to still stick with Nissan Infiniti because at the end of the day, like, you guys fuck with me. Sorry if I curse around your kids, but y'all mess with me, and I'm just so appreciative of that. Let me see your style videos. Hey Boost, is the red sway bar good first mile for handling? What I would honestly say is I would get coilovers before I get sway bars. Here's why I say this, because a sway bar is an accessory. Like, it's an accessory modification. Like, on its own, it helps, but you're only limited based on how good your stock struts and stock springs are. But when you go get coilovers now, you can adjust the dampering. That's the shock and rebound. You can adjust the height, so that changes up the geometry of the car. By far, the best suspension mod that I've gotten is coilovers, period. When I added sway bars in, it changed up the handling even a little bit more, made it a little bit tighter in the rear end. It helped it does help the body roll, but the best way to help the body roll the most is coilovers, period. 50K definitely achievable. Yeah, Cam, I believe 50K is achievable, but at the end of the day, you can have 100,000, a million subscribers, right? And at some point, you want to do certain things. So look at vehicle versions. I might go another half an hour with you guys, talking with you guys, because it's Wednesday. I already did a lot of stuff I needed to get done for the day, so I might go another half an hour and talk with you guys. And I know a lot of you jump in and say, man, I missed your live. Maybe I might even go live. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me grab my other phone, because I got this phone to answer you guys' questions. Right, bear with me, guys. I got my phone to answer you guys' questions. So I'm going to turn this on. Oh, yeah, I'm an iPhone user, too. I recently got an iPhone. I've been an Android user for like 10, 15 years. And what I got to say is this, right? iPhones are better. Yes. But hear me out. iPhones are better because the apps now work so much more better on the iPhone than it is on the Android. That's what I would say. It's just better clarity, a lot better to use. But what I will, and also the texting thing. But what I will say is this, and the camera's better too. This one on the 11 is better. I feel like all the other iPhone cameras weren't that good. This is like one of the best cameras ever, including to the new Android. But what I would say is there's a lot of simple stuff that regular Androids have in their that you use as user interface that I wish that iPhones have. Like, multi-windows should be a thing. I just want you guys to know, if you ever had an Android, the fact that you can do a bunch of other stuff and have YouTube playing in the background or playing on the screen, and you could just do a bunch of stuff at one time is great. Or video chat and still be going on Facebook. It's freaking amazing. Like, the processing speed of this is so good. They should be able to allow you to do it. But I guess whenever they do stuff like that, I already know a lot of Android people are going to leave and come to an iPhone. Anyways, let me answer some more questions. iPhone for the win. Ha 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 ha. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna go live on Instagram at the same time because I always get these DM. Boost, I missed your YouTube live. You stink. And I'm like, bro, like, it's not my fault. Like, please don't beat me up. So I might go another half an hour with you guys just to try to get these people from IG over to YouTube so that they're like, oh, I didn't miss it. He'll bear with me, all right? If you guys have any other questions that's hanging out with me, type it below. Type it below because I don't see any other questions right now. And I actually caught up with my questions. So let me go live real quick. All right, it says checking connection. Let me see if I can get a few people on. If you're on this YouTube live, don't go to Instagram. I'm just doing the Instagram so I can get the people from Instagram over to YouTube. That's it. So I'm gonna see who comes up because people just like being on Instagram. All right. Yo, whoever's in the chat on, listen, whoever is on the chat on Instagram, come to my YouTube. We're hanging out on YouTube talking. I've been on YouTube since 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I've been answering questions all day. So I told YouTubers, I told them guys right here, I told them that some of you guys only know when I go live on Instagram. So if you guys go to my YouTube, just click it, go right over to it. That's when we hanging out talking, all right? Let me see. Yo, Vincent, what's going on, brother? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? So if you guys are on Instagram, go to my YouTube right now. I want to get some of you guys on YouTube hanging out talking. So I'm going to be there another half an hour because of you guys, right? Instagram people, go to YouTube now. It should go to 0. Go to 0, go to YouTube. I'm gonna be on live for another half an hour on YouTube because of you guys. That's how much I care about y'all. All right. So go to YouTube. I'm gonna be out. All right. 250. How you gonna go to YouTube, man? Come on, man. Come on, come to YouTube. All right. Sorry, guys. So I'm gonna be on here another half an hour. All right. I wanna hang out with y'all for another half an hour because I got some of my Instagram family that wanted to jump in. I know they're gonna beat me up saying, "Boost, why didn't you tell me you was live?" All right. Let me see who got some more questions here. Is the 5-speed transmission better than the 7-speed? It's better in gear ratio. That's what I would say. It's better in gear ratio. But if you're talking about like applying torque and turbos and superchargers, they both stink. That's it. They're both automatic. Both automatic. They can't handle that much amount of torque. Let me see who else is in here. Thanks for the info. Just ordered a Chase's a race. Thank you, man. V Hunt. Appreciate that, man. If you Vince is in the chat. What's going on, man? Diamond. Listen, guys. Excuse me. Listen. V Hunt actually purchased some of my new merch. I haven't put up any pictures or anything on the channel. I ordered my shirt. It hasn't come in yet, but I made 3 new shirts. I'm probably gonna make a 4th one. One says Chase is a race. Second shirt says dig races only. The 3rd shirt is gonna say make them sell it, and the 4th shirt is probably gonna say send it. Just this is regular terminology that we use in the car community already. And I was like, hey, listen, you guys don't want to purchase the Boost in Motion t-shirts. Let me at least get a shirt that says stuff that we usually say, in the car community. And I think you guys will probably be more inclined to wear those shirts. Yeah. Oh, Bradford White, you're still here. So why would you be on both, bro? How you gonna be on YouTube and Instagram, man? You trying to give me views everywhere? But Vincent, what's going on, man? Yo, Vincent, I have a random question if you're still watching. Whatever happened to your Q50 if you're watching? Because I really want to know, like, because I know you had a built motor. Like, whatever happened to it? Just saying. Anyways, Paul, what's going on, man? Jonathan, what's up? Isn't the trans on the Red Sport and the regular the same? Yes, they are. Jonathan, they are the same exact transmission. But I could be wrong because Keijo Technology says that there's something slightly different with the Red Sport transmission, but I don't know if it's the firmware or if it's a mechanical thing. I forgot. I have to rewatch that video, but from what I remember, it's the same exact transmission. I like the 5-speed with paddles. Cam 2008 G37 with 5-speed is really quick. Yeah, but it can't. But the 5-speed isn't as good as the 7-speed. It's just better gear ratios, man. I'm telling you. If you took a G37, both cars, right, and you have the 7-speed and the 5-speed, the 7-speed is always going to be it. It's better gear ratio. Period. Someone out there running around with a built motor Q now. Well, VR30 still in the chat. So Vincent had a built motor, right, Vincent? If Vincent's still watching, wasn't it built? Okay. wait. So wait. Let me see what Vincent. So you sold the motor and you bought the GTR. I know. Okay, I know you. But wait. So someone's driving around with a built motor, VR30, and they don't even know it. Like, really, Vincent? Who got your car? Like, I actually want to know, like, who bought your car? Because at least I think they would have said they had your car. Someone out here running around GTR and go, but we gotta come and roll soon. What's up, Boost? Oh, what's your profession? At Thomas, I work for National Grid. I am a meter service technician. Pretty much, I work in natural gas. Pretty much, that's it. Yep, Vincent. Okay, but I really want to know who bought your car though, because I really want that motor. And Romir is selling his car too, or getting rid of his car. So we lost all you OGs. I'm crying right now. Like, literally, tears are coming out my eyes. They're not really crying right now, but all the OGs are really gone. You know, it kind of sucks. You know, you guys really were like the pioneers, and it makes me feel like, damn, like who's really left? You know. But I was talking about this earlier, Vincent, with everybody. I had a conversation with enthusiasts, right? You know, you name it or whatever. And one of the things we stated was like there's a limitation on this platform. You know, we would really like to get 800 wheel on stock transmission, but that's not a thing. There's no turbos that can flow that much yet. We don't have enough injector for that yet. We don't have enough fuel for that yet. There's so much limitations on trying to get there. And at some point, you're like, yo, let me just go get a faster car. You know. Let me get back to this question. If gas mileage in the city sucks, 230, yeah, that's right around the same for 3.0T. Is the strut bar for the twin fit on the Q? Yes, the strut bar for the earlier model Q50s do fit the later model of Q50s. How much does it cost to build a VR30? Oh boy, you gotta buy rods and pistons. You get labor costs. I think the rods and pistons are probably not too much. They're probably a couple hundred or hundreds of dollars, but it's just the idea of dropping the motor, splitting the motor open, sending it to a machine shop, getting the engine block decked, rebuilt, put back in. That's cost. That takes time. So if Vincent wants to drop, he'll probably let you know. My car was brought back to 100% stock, 1000% stock. So what about the rods and pistons, Vincent? Like, what are you saying? You took the rods and pistons out? No. Man, I'm waiting for the installer of turbo so I can do the same. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not rushing the process, man. Damon, I'm not rushing the process. It right now it doesn't feel right yet. It just doesn't feel right, and I'm very eager, but it don't feel right yet. Like, I don't know. So I'm just giving my time out, and I don't really have a lot of time off from work because I want to record that content too when these turbos are changed. Okay, cool, Vincent, but motor stayed in. Okay, cool. So yeah, a lot of your 30 OGs are leaving. Yeah, maybe the OGs leaving, but new people are coming in. That's why I left, tired of waiting for them. When they get the stuff out there, then I'll build it again. See, Vincent knows what I'm talking about. Vincent is like one of the first guys to build this platform out. He just doesn't have like a YouTube or anything, but he knows this platform like the t-shirt he puts on his back. Like, that's it. This platform he knows everything about. He knows all the headaches. If it wasn't for Vincent, Romir, Derek, you even got enthusiasts. If it wasn't for these guys, a lot of headaches will still be here. But they know time and time again what fails on these cars. And even people who come into this platform within the last year, they jump into things so fast and they realize, oh my God, like this is kind of a headache. And they realize there's a limitation. So they end up leaving this platform pretty quick because I'm not trying to play them, but they're just not committed. You know, it is what it is. You have to be okay with being where you are right now. Right now, the standard on this platform for the VR30 is 450 wheel horsepower, 93 fuel. That is the state that's the where you are right now. Turbos, 500 wheel, 93. That's it. If you are okay with that on just regular fuel, you'll be fine. But if you're like, I want 700 wheel, no. I want 600 wheel. I see people doing 600 wheel. You're going to have to spend a little bit of money, and you're going to run into more headaches, you know? So you have to be okay where you are right now until there's a better option. I would love for there to be bigger turbos that flow a lot more CFM of air, or a lot of CFM air and run lower boost. Because if you run a lower boost with more CFM of air, that means that you have a less likely chance of popping the motor, less knock and everything. It'll be so much more better. But until that's there, this platform is still limited. Vincent knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, yo, you have a lot of new 3.0T buyers on the West See a lot of young guys with temp tags too. A lot of people are gonna start coming to this platform because it's very affordable. $20,000 you can get a 3.0 T for. So they get it and they're like, wow, this car is pretty quick. Then they find out they can turn up the boost and they can turbo it, and they're like, wow, this car is actually the best bang for its buck at the current moment. Right now, compared to like a 340i or a 340i, we're still more affordable. But at the end of the day, it's still kind of apples and oranges, man. You know, that 340i is still a better platform. Does the intakes for 337 fit the 3.7 Q50? No, you can't. There's no mounting bracket for it. Like it'll bolt up to throttle bodies all day, but there's no bolting bracket so that the cone will stop falling. Also, on top of that, you won't be able to get the long tube intakes that go to the front of the grill because the front radiator support isn't designed like the G37. The G37 you can route them to the front and back behind the grill. The Q50 you can't. It's just not designed the same. We need injectors. One stock VR30 knows exactly what I'm talking about. We need better injectors for more fueling, or so that they won't pretty much keep sticking. That's one of the top things. A lot of people right now, we're capped off at 600 wheel right now because we're running only 8 E50 mix on the amount of fuel pump we have. Even though they do have a higher LPH fuel pump now. Well, not low pressure fuel pump. No, that's not. It's not. There is a higher PSI high pressure fuel pump out now from AMS, but you still run out of injector. Injectors still can't take that much PSI, so they get stuck open. So they need a better injector too. So that's where we're limited at right now. We still don't know necessarily how much torque the transmission can take. Yes, close to 600, but until we can get into that threshold to see if it's really a thing, we're capped off at 600 pounds of torque. Our V6 engine is very small. There needs to be bigger engine. Infiniti is going out of business real quick. To be honest, these are budget engines though, man. These engines are built by computers. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like this engine wasn't built to be out here doing this business, if you know what I mean. A lot of these oil manufacturers are going with turbo vehicles because of carbon emission. You know, it's a lot easier to just go turbo rather than have big V8s. It's just, that's just what they're doing. Office is 20K damn. Do you think there's a correlation between people blowing their engine and ethanol gas? I don't think so. People that blow their engine usually run low on oil. That's it. They run low on oil. Like majority, like if you talk to any Infiniti tech, a lot of them just ran low on oil. Anything other than that, if you are blowing your motor because of E, it's because you probably pushed it too hard. In really hot oil temps, your charger temps really hot, so you might have been knocking the oil pressure. One of the things people don't really look at much is oil pressure. When oil temps get really hot, oil pressure goes down, which means if oil pressure goes down, the engine's not getting lubricated properly. If you apply a lot of torque to it, that's it. You can lose a motor. That's any motor. That's not just Infiniti. That's any motor that's in a motor vehicle, period. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna hang out with you guys for another 19 minutes. But yeah, man, thank you for everybody who came over from IG, man. Thankful. I'm thankful for all you guys. You signed in a little late. You know, if you guys have any questions, you already know where I'm at. But yo, man, I had a great time talking with you guys today. And today is the 1st of July. No matter where you guys are at, be safe. Please be safe out there. I don't want anything to happen to you guys and your family. Some of you guys probably might have lost a loved one. I'm sorry you might have lost a friend. I'm sorry. If you guys are in the States with the rising COVID, be careful. Please wear your gloves if you can. Open doors with your shoulder, not your hands. Wear your face mask if you're within 6 feet of people. Us in New York, we had to deal with this shit for 3-4 months, and we're just not opening back. You guys are now going to start to deal with it. It's freaking stupid. It is, and it's something simple that I just wish that we all were on the same playing field so that we can all just open up properly. The fact that Canada and Europe is just like, yo, no Americans is just ridiculous because, yo, we just can't get it together. I want to have fun. I want to hang out with you guys and go to car meets, man. I don't want to go to car meets in 90-degree weather with a face mask and gloves on. Come on, it's ridiculous. But otherwise, yes, this is July 1st, and August 1st, I want to hit 25K subscribers. Right now, I'm about 23.5. That means I need to jump up at least 1,400 to 1,500 subscribers. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that's still a big jump. I'm averaging, if you could say, about 1,100, 1,200 a month. So to get another 300 of you guys to subscribe to the channel, I have to do a lot this month. So in this last few minutes, I'm gonna sit there and say this. I am gonna try to have a New York City meet. Don't know the date yet, but I'm gonna try to have a New York City meet. Maybe an appreciation barbecue / meet. Maybe not a barbecue, but maybe at my boy's shop, Automotive Works, or maybe I'll just have one in Florida, Bennett Field, whatever the case might be. I don't know yet, but I know this meet is big. Maybe I'll look into somewhere in Jersey too that have huge parking lots or just huge amount of space that I don't have to worry about, being kicked out or anything like that, because New York City is still a really tight place, and I don't want you guys driving very, very far to come to a parking lot. I want at least to find out that we got kicked out. So I'll see what happens. Yeah, hopefully I get the turbos put in later this month. I have some vacation time coming up. Hopefully that can happen too. Within this month also. That's gonna have to go on, so you guys watch out for that video. Hopefully a good deal for the G37 pops up soon. I'm still looking. Those cars are still going for like $10,000 and with good miles, and depending on the spec of the car. So I'm still looking at 5K, but we'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. I'm gonna continue to do more, man. This month is the grind month. I hate to say I gotta grind this month. I don't have as much time off, but I have to grind this month. I gotta put out content. And the only way for me for this channel to grow to 25K by August 1st is honestly you guys just doing these few things: liking, subscribing, hitting the bell notification, commenting. If you want to share it. That helps a lot too. But and also watching the videos from the start to the finish. Just watching the videos from the start to the finish helps out so much, because YouTube throttles these videos, the ones that I like and comment and watch to the end, as, hey, this is a suggested. The funny thing is, I watch a lot of other YouTubers' content, right? And what I realized is that other YouTubers I never clicked on their video will pop up, and I never understood that. I'm like, why is it popping up? Because they had similar cars, or they had a lot of views on their channel, but their channels are very smaller than mine. And I'm like, I get it, because they're very similar with hashtags and likes and comments, and some of those videos did pretty good. So that's the best way that I get new viewership. Maybe I'll come out with a video one day talking about the analytics of YouTube, and to break it down and show you guys that this one thing that is so crazy. Most of my views come from people who are not subscribed. Isn't that crazy? It's like 60% of you guys that are not subscribed to my channel watch my videos. And this is a thing that's for all YouTubers. It's so crazy. That means you sit there and watch other people's videos, you enjoy it, but you just never hit the subscribe button. I mean, I appreciate the views. The views are actually more important because it brings revenue. But when you get a new subscriber, I take that as a commitment. Some of you guys are married, some of you guys are in relationships, but when I think about commitment, it's like, yo, I cared enough to actually take that second out just to hit click, subscribe, and that's it. I care about this person that much and his content that I want to see his next update. I want to make sure that I don't lose him in the next time I want to go on YouTube and watch people's videos. I want him to come up on my recent feed, Excuse me, guys. So very much, I'm thankful for all you guys who watch my content. So in the last 15 minutes, let's answer the last amount of these questions, if there is any, and let's go. Let me see. Support the small black YouTubers. Well, at Rami, there's not really much black YouTubers. I'm gonna say this right now on video too. I don't care what color you are. I don't care your sexual orientation. I don't care your religion. I don't care about none of that stuff. What you believe in, policy. I don't care. I respect you as a person, and as long as you respect me as a person, we cool. And at the end of the day, though, when it comes to YouTube, there aren't a lot of big YouTubers that are black. They really aren't. And it is what it is, But at the end of the day, we're going to keep working. It is what it is. It's fine. But at least I don't really go looking for YouTubers because they're black. I subscribe to them because they're good content creators, So just because you're black, I will look at your channel. But if the content is not good, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just like, all right, yeah. You can't skip everybody just because you're black. I'm just saying this on video. Like, nope, just being honest. I want you guys to subscribe to me, not because I'm black. I want you guys to subscribe to me because you guys like my content. That's it. That's how I want to be looked at as, But I'm very appreciative of the support no matter what. I love the support, But moving forward, at the end of the day, I want you guys to subscribe to anyone because you like their content. You like how they produce their videos, and that's it. I have some YouTubers that I watch and I love their production quality, but I freaking hate the host. I'm like, this host stinks, but this production quality is A1. I think it's what, Roads Untraveled or Roads Traveled. I love their production quality, but the host is just like, I just want to punch him in the face. I know if you, I think you guys might know what I'm talking about, Roads Untraveled. But yeah, I just want to punch him in the face. But his, oh my God, the videos are good. But anyways, I have to install. Okay, I'm with you guys for the next 11 minutes, so I'm only gonna answer questions, and then I'm out at 3:30 Eastern time. All right, so I have to install coilovers, BC Racing, strut bar. Do you recommend any specific order installation? I mean, to be honest, you can install everything at one time if you can. Throw the coilovers in, the sway bar at the same time, and you said strut bar. Strut bar is easy. You can do that when you do the coilovers, because you have to take it off. Lyric. Okay, I don't know what you mean by that. Lyric was a question mark. Def down for barbecue meat. Don't go to Patterson. Wish I lived in New York. I'm not traveling right now. Decent mileage, G37 67K, Texas. Yes, Texas has way better prices when it comes to G37 coupes, and Florida. New York City, they want like 10K. I guess these cars are like hotcakes out here. Are you running a skid plate? No, my car isn't slammed, bro. My car is actually very high off the ground. I'm tire to fender, not a fender to a wheel. So I'm very high. I'm at a functional height. Rose Untraveled has great quality. Yes, that's what I was saying. Rose Untraveled has great production quality videos. It's just the host. It's just like, he doesn't really say anything. Like, he's just there. You know, he's probably a really cool guy. You know, he seems like he's cool, but it's just, it's kind of like what's that Blondie girl? Whatever her name, Supercar Blondie. Like, I love the cars that she reviews, but I don't care for her. And it's not because she's a girl. I love women. It's just that, and people say she has automotive background. I just don't feel like she does the cars justice. I would rather have Doug DeMuro. Yes, Doug DeMuro review the cars she reviewed, because he's so much detailed and intricate. She'd just be like, look at this. Ooh, and I'm like, bruh, or sis. But anyway, let me get more of the questions. Best CATBACK recommendation for VR30. Did a month of delete, but still very noisy, quiet. Just not trying to spend 2K. To be quite honest, it seems like you just want a loud exhaust. If you want a loud exhaust, you shouldn't have did a month of delete. You should have got a proper CATBACK. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to recommend you exactly what CATBACK to get, because there's plenty on the market for the Q50 platform. That means you can use, doesn't matter if it's 3.7 or 3.0T. You can use the same CATBACks on both Q50s. But my recommendation, listen to a few YouTubers and see how their CATBACks sound, and just aim for the one that sounds the best. That's my recommendation. G35 Coupe, 3.5 Ultima sedan, now an E60 BMW. Nice. What's going on, E60, Romy? I appreciate that, man. If you're subscribing to the channel, I appreciate that. I like when I get other people from other car cultures. Even though you got two Nissan Infinitis, it's like, at the end of the day, you still bang for me, and I appreciate that. Arthur, yeah, I know what you mean, man. Yeah, man. So if you guys don't got any more questions, tell you guys, if you guys have no more questions right now, all you guys that are watching, if you got any more questions, type it right now, because I don't know the next time I'm going live. I'm gonna probably go live more this month, just because I want to bring viewership up, and I want to try to hit that 25,000 subscriber mark. So I'll probably do that, but I probably won't go live for the rest of this week, and maybe not next week. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. If you guys want to contact me, you already know where to contact me. BoostinMotion on IG, right? Add me there or follow me there. BoostinMotion on Facebook. You can put in the search bar, put in BoostinMotion. I have a group, or not a group, but a page, a public figure page. It's about to hit 1,000 likes, which is actually great. I never even cared about it, but that's actually a thing too. And I appreciate all you guys who hit me up there. It's just that Facebook is a little weird with messages. It's so stupid. Like, ugh. Then I also have boostinmotion@gmail.com. Yo, I never thought I would make an email just for this channel, but I do, because some of you guys don't have social media, because, you know, y'all guys like to fly under the radar, because you guys got wives, you know, y'all got a partner, so y'all trying to cheat. But yeah, you can contact me at that email too. Those are all my social medias. Also, on top of that, I do have a merch store below. It's in a Teespring account. If you're on the phone, it should come up under the videos. my merch and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. I have the Boost Motion shirts, but I also have 3 new shirts. One says dig races only. Dig races only. Second one says chase is a race. Chase is a race. And the third one says make them sell it. Make them sell it. So I thought those were lingos that we use in the car community. So I threw it on the shirt to sell it to you guys. I'm probably gonna come out with a first shirt that says send it, because that's what we all say, or just send it. We'll see what happens there. Let me see if there's any questions I missed, because I'm almost out with you guys. I'm laugh out loud. What else? Other things I can tell you guys. I do want to get hats. I gotta find a distributor that makes hats that you can buy from and they ship directly to you. I'm not gonna deal with shipping. I'm gonna be terrible at it, so I don't want to have the merchandise and sell it. Like, I want to have someone just take care of all that for you guys, and they'll have to take care of everything and have insurance and all of that. Oh, well, I don't like putting this on video, but some people like to always donate. I have a Cash App. Do not have to give me money if you don't want to. Do not. But I've had people who sit there and say they don't want to buy merch. They watch the videos and they feel like they still want to contribute, so they give me $5, $10, even $20 just to say what's up. I've even had people, which blew my mind, that hit me up. They gave me a donation because I looked at their data logs and I said, yo, you don't have to give me this money. They're like, nah, man, like, you helped me out. So listen, if you guys want to donate to the channel, it is what it is. If you don't, that's okay. I'm never gonna beg for money, no. But I'm gonna beg for views, though. I'm gonna beg, guys, watch the videos from start to finish. Please, 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 and the likes so much. Let me see if they guys. Where's the best way to keep the front splitter from falling off? Oh, that's a good question. At V Hunt, I didn't make a video about it. I should have. But what I did was I drilled small holes into the lips, the splitter lips, and I drilled small holes, the same holes through the bottom of the bumper. Don't worry, it's the bottom of the bumper. There's nothing down there you're gonna drill into. It's okay. It's the bottom of the car. And I use bolts and nuts. Yes, I use bolts and nuts. I've done that since sometime last year, maybe. It's been a long time. Almost maybe a full year or a year. Oh no, 9 months, right? Haven't fall off because the bolts and nuts hold it. They don't fall off. I already took the car up to 140, 150, no problem. Bolts and nuts hold on way better. If you use sheetrock screws, the regular screws, it will come off. You hit a little bump in the road, it could pull it off. So that's my recommendation. Drill small pilot holes. I drill like 3 holes. One here, one in the middle, one in the side, and the rest are just regular screws. So give that a shout out. Just don't use hydraulic spring rods. No, I'm not putting those spring rods. I don't like those rods. I think they're kind of overkill now. The little rods that you connect from the bumper to the lip, they don't really do nothing. They're just there for aesthetics. You're supposed to have a full body plan with those rods. Like, it's supposed to be bolted to the subframe and then it bolts to the front. That's what's supposed to happen. But people, you know, we're not doing that. That's for real race cars. Use Loctite too. I never really was a fan of Loctite. I really wasn't. But that could probably work. I mean, if you use a locking washer with the nut, you should be fine. The locking washer helps out too, so don't back out. But the Loctite could work. Let me see. What are the other things I would want to sit there and say? Guys, I'm super excited. This is it. I'm super excited. I'm gonna push hard for this next month. Just make sure you hit the bell notification and make sure it's to all. My usual upload time is usually around 12 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sometimes it may change because I may not have had a video, or I might have to change around the videos because another video might have came out or something I want to put ahead of that. So definitely take a look at that stuff. I'm just gonna try to go live more often though. I want to talk with you guys, and even then, I was on here for what, 2.5 hours, just hanging out talking. I don't really have nothing to really look at other than this back wall in this chair. But it's just been good hanging out with you guys, man. You guys give me the energy to keep moving forward and keep doing what I gotta do, man. I never thought I would have a YouTube following. I never thought I would come out with merch. I never thought I would be buying a set of turbos just for you guys. I didn't do this for myself. I did this for you guys. You guys want to see it. You guys are watching. I'm just laying the bricks so that you guys can follow. Shout out to Vincent, if you're in the chat right now. Thank you so much for just supporting me, man. Very much love for you, brother. And shout out to all the OGs that are in the community. Shout out to some of my newer subscribers, because just hang out. You know, you might not like this video, but watch another video. Hopefully it's informative. If you don't like the informative videos, check out some of the race videos. They're gonna be coming soon too. Don't worry about that. You know, just hang out with me. My channel's gonna be doing different things, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna enjoy. We're gonna have a good community. I don't care what car you got. We're gonna hang out. Period. Don't care. But otherwise than that, guys, very much love and respect to all of you. Be safe out there. Protect your families. Protect your friends. Protect yourself. You can't protect other people if you can't protect yourself first. Period. Right? And I'm gonna say this one time before I go. Wish nothing but the best. One more time before I go. I don't care about your race, your color, your gender. I don't care about none of that. Listen, there's too much hate in this world. Just give love and respect to all each other. Okay? So much love and respect. Boost in Motion signing out. Once again, Boost in Motion IG and Facebook, boostinmotion@gmail.com. Teespring account is below. Cash App if you want to buy me some gas money or a shot. Sorry, Vincent, if you're watching, I should have been drinking online for you. So if you guys don't have me on IG, go on IG. I'll be taking shots over there for you guys. All right? So guys, have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you guys. I'm signing out. Boost in Motion now. Appreciate it.